Hello everybody and welcome to this evening's Evesports EGL 1 2020 main event. We are in the upper bracket this evening with a fantastic game. We got ATK, the best team in South Africa, head and shoulders above all the other competition, going up against Energy Esports, who have made some recent roster changes. They've got a heck ton of firepower behind them, so we're going to be having a definitely an entertaining game on the server, that's for sure. But before we dive into to what we can expect too much, let me let my co-caster get a word in there, Mr. Wookie Triple XL. How are you doing this evening?
I'm good, and you, Mr. Matt?
Yeah, no, I'm all good. Just came off the back of a 2-hour cricket practice, so you know the energy levels are going to be fluctuating slightly.
Nice.
Hoping it works in my favor, but we'll see how it goes throughout the evening. I'm not expecting the longest game tonight, Reese. I'm keen to see how this is going to be working out. As I alluded to, Energy have made some changes. They brought Flexi and Wipeout into the team in place of Tianqi and Lichlord, of course. So they've increased their firepower a lot. And Flexi hasn't played ATK at all yet. So first opportunity for him. This Energy team is undefeated in official since they made the changes. Reese, is there any chance they can cause an upset here?
Well, let's consider ATK's results this year. Have they lost the series at all?
Yes, they have lost a best of one here and a best of one there.
But like a full best of 3 series. Have they lost a BO3 series?
This year, yes, but not with this exact team. So I don't know. Like, this team might have lost a series in the first few weeks of their inception, but they haven't lost a best of 3 in a long time. That is safe to say.
Yeah, so I was looking through their more recent results in other tournaments, and the answer is pretty much no. So I don't think they will lose. To be honest, they have probably, like, arguably some of the best players in the country in this team right now, especially with guys like Fady and Slowy, who are considered, the best in their respective roles right now that are within South Africa right now. So, I personally have a CSGO love for the man Blaze, #NoHomo. I think he's one of the best young and up-and-coming talents, and has been for the last few years equally. And they are facing down against the Mango Destroyed setup, which is quite a lot like the Hunter Nico setup, which we are seeing over on the G2 side at the moment. So, dude, I think every round that Energy takes off of them will be a learning experience for them, but it should be business as usual for ATK, all things considered.
Yeah, I think ATK are going to be feeling very comfortable about this match, especially considering the map pool. We've got the veto that's already come through. We're going to be starting off on Mirage, which is ATK's map pick. Now, Mirage is just such a scary map to go up against this ATK team on for 2 particular reasons. Slowy and Fady, the 2 people you mentioned earlier on, they are so devastating on this map. Slowy on the CT side, once he gets the AWP in his hands, he just becomes an unstoppable force. And then you have Fady on the T side, who doesn't care about anybody or anything. He's going to run up A ramp at the start of the round, going to take your head off on the A side. He's going to run out middle, take out the AWP, not afraid at all, taking fights across the map. That's exactly the T side of Mirage allows you to play. You can be puggy, you can be aggressive, and so this map plays into the strengths of ATK. They've also got a very sound, solid defense on this map as well. Blaze playing that B bomb site is just like a rock. And of course, let's not discount Mistum and the amount of impact that he has, because he's really come into his own in the IGL role here. He's taken full control, taken full responsibility. He's grown and developed into this role, and he's really making it his own. He's having his own take. He's not trying to mimic somebody or trying to copy somebody else's blueprint. He's got his own take on things, and he's implementing that into the team. He's got Doru with him as well, which is one of the really important team names in this team. Doesn't get spoken about as much as the other players, but every time I speak to the ATK boys, they can't actually stress enough how much of a positive impact Doru has on the team. So obviously he's got something good going for him. And then they've got Spray behind him, the coach from Israel, in case anybody didn't know. He's been a part of this team for a while now, and he brings the big brain to the picture as well. So this ATK team is a very scary force.
Definitely, they have pretty much been taking first position at every major tournament this year.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's going to be any different here. there are there is some potential for some upsets with perhaps ATK and GG, who we will have on Thursday, and I think whoever comes out of that on top will be in the prime position to upset ATK. Energy is 4th seed into this tournament. We don't have Sin 5 in the mix either, and they can also mix it up in the top 5. So I think with the roster changes that Energy have made, they should be a top 4 team. They're having Mango and Destroyed as that sort of fragging hunter, like I alluded to, the hunter Nico sort of duo. They family members, they're brothers, so they've got a natural understanding of each other and how each other thinks, which if they are in a 2v4 situation, benefits them massively. There's synchronicity there that you can't buy, you can't manufacture, and you can't build ultimately at the end of the day, as we've seen with the success of Nico moving out of FaZe. I just have to say he's been one of my absolute favorite players. I love his style, and seeing him being choked off in FaZe the way he was, and now so free in G2, it warms the cockles of my heart, Matt, to see him in a much better environment. But we are starting here. Things are about to get underway in this game, which is going to be between ATK and Energy. Let's hit it with a big stick, Matt.
There we go. I'm super keen to see how things are going to be playing out here. Energy with the choice of sides on this map because ATK picked it. They've decided to go with the CT side. And of course, that leaves ATK the T side. They're going to be happy with that. As I said, this team's very comfortable on this map. Doesn't really matter what side they're on. And straight into the pistol round we go. ATK have got 2 smokes and 4 flashbangs, a ton of utility. And in the meantime, that util sitting over at the A-bomb side, this is looking very interesting for ATK. So they got 3 players charging down lowers, not afraid to give any information away. But look at the setup from Energy. They've got 4 players on this A-bomb side. They're ready and waiting to receive this execute with welcoming arms. All 4 players have got a crossfire of doom set up right now. How on earth do ATK get themselves into the site? Energy with the perfect read here, finding the frags necessary as well. They're going to be securing themselves the pistol round.
And that feels like some anti-stratting with their positioning, with everything that transpired. It's like you said, there was already a choke set up or a basket ready to catch those frags, and PND destroyed and Wipeout clean up with only Mango going down, or well, Mango actually and Wipeout did go down as well, but they pull through the first pistol round and immediately go for big rifles, which I quite like against Glocks because one of them can feasibly spray down, but a good flash does set them up into connector, but they get taken down immediately, and it's a complete massacre in connector. It's only Blaze left on 20 HP. He gets cleaned up, so nice clean second round there from Energy. Does set them up with a good economic advantage early on, which is quite nice. ATK are going to buy up, but Energy already has a buy. Well, maybe a little bit of a quasi buy with 2 MP9s, but they've got money in the bank after the fact, and there's nothing for ATK.
Yeah, but this ATK's round for the taking, right? They got the 5 AKs, they've got all the util they could ask for, so this is a very good round that ATK find themselves in right now, but as you alluded to, it is a bonus round for Energy as well. Whatever transpires hereafter, they will still be able to buy. So how do they make it work? I thought I might be seeing some more aggression here from Energy. You can see Wipeouts on the cusp of pushing into Palace here, waiting for the timing to make the play, maybe waiting for a support flashbang to come through from somebody, but normally when you have this sort of the buy, you want to make a play on the CT side, and Wipeout, he spots out Fady and realizes probably don't want to be hanging around there too long. And this is the problem. When you just try and play out like your default setup against the AKs, you're probably just going to get picked apart. Mistim does find the first opening, and off the back of that, ATK are now gravitating towards the say bomb side. And look at Panda. He now gets left in such a challenging position because he needs to try and cover connector and snipers, which just means there's so many different avenues of entry for ATK to look to exploit. They're going to be coming up rampant through Palace. Wipeout with a big job to do here with the MP9. He's been found out. Surely he doesn't even get a kill from this position. No. A bomb site goes fully the way of ATK. They're going to secure the plancher as well. Energy, they'll certainly have a crack at the retake here. As I said, they got enough money left in the bank. And they got 2 flashes. Got the kits, and PND gets the elevation, but unfortunately he misses his jump slightly there, so he can't actually connect on the spray. What do Energy do to even try and get into this bomb site? ATK have all gotten back to favorable post-plant positions. They are very comfortable right now. Oh, okay, that's a nice start for P&D. Can't follow it up with the second, but he did do so multiple damage to players who should get taken down. Yeah, he does. Oh my god, Mango finds 2 quick kills of his own. Flexi chimes in with 1, and Energy, they've completed the retake. Wow, that worked out nicely for them.
Yeah, they traded AK going into Mango's hands. I sort of looked at that and I was like, yeah, it's 2 FAMASs, which is not ideal, but having an AK in the hands of a one-tap machine like Mango turned it into a round. So they go up 3-0, win the first buy round, which is fantastic. There is going to be a force coming out from ATK, which is definitely going to 0-0 their coffers, and they've got a 4-round loss bonus, but it's not going to be enough to carry them through another buy. They need at least 1,000 in the bank to be able to do that. So quite a hinging round here for them. This could turn into a 5-0 at the drop of the hat, and you've got to be wondering, you know, what ATK can actually do to come up to the pace of Energy. Even when they are ahead, they're not able to convert the round.
Yeah, early days, ATK, they've got a ton of experience behind them. They've been playing together for a while now, this 5. They're not going to be getting too flustered at all here. Interesting that they do go for this buy up. I mean, it's not like they inflicted a massive amount of economic damage to Energy, but they want to try and get their round on the board here as early as they possibly can, and that's a nice opening from Blaze. Just gives ATK a lot more room to work with in middle now that they've removed the catwalk player from the equation, and it also forces Energy to readjust their setup and wipe out best Slowy and Connector. Big frag.
Yeah, it does reset to a 4v4. Mango gets another one on Cat in the form of Blaze. He goes down. Now there's just 3 pushing onto the A side, and they're going to Yellow.
Wow.
And Wipeout is going to say no, and he puts 2 of them down. P&D charming in for one of his own from CT to take it to a 4-0. Wipeout actually with a much better starter than we've seen from him in their past game. He was a bit asleep, so it's good that he's opening up things well. He's gone down twice, but for 5 kills and 185 ADR. Really good util damage, good flashes as well. He's really awake, which is boding well for Energy's hopes, because if him, Mango, and Destroyed pop off simultaneously, that's a handful to deal with. And
absolutely.
The terrorists agree, and they pulled a timeout here before. I was wondering what was taking so long for the round to start, to be honest with you. And they go for a deco, man.
I like the decision here from ATK to go for the timeout. It's early days. They just need to make sure everybody's on the same page and that they know what's going to be coming up in the next round and the gun round thereafter. And this is the deco, Reese. Light armor on majority of the players as well. Just going to be looking to inflict some economic damage, but P&D with the York puts them in the ground. That's a fantastic double kill to start off proceedings. And Destroyed gets one of his own as well. Interesting that Destroyed has the York, but not for much longer after Fady sends him into another dimension. But that's all it's going to be from ATK in the round. This next gun round is sort of a fairly important gun round for ATK, because if they lose this, then they start to fall quite far behind the game. And let's not forget that this is ATK's map pick. On top of that, Energy don't really play Mirage. I mean, maybe they have been practicing it with this new team, but with the old iteration, we never really saw Energy playing this map at all. There was sort of Mirage, Dust, and Vertigo were the 3 maps they didn't play too regularly. So let's see how they're able to work this gun round. P&D, oh my god, he's got the perfect spray down. They did not expect him to have dropped down into lowers. He's 11 kills up already inside 6 rounds. My word, ATK, they're just getting shut down here. Nobody winning their gun duels right now. That's pretty much all it is for ATK. Just all the players are missing, or not even missing their shots, they're not even having a chance to land their shots.
And it just feels like they're being anti-stratted really hard right now. That maneuver there from P&D was quite specific to smoke lowers, realizing that he only had to really combat with mid and look for kills, and then he could extract through connector there. It felt rehearsed almost, that whole situation that he set up. And
it is.
ATK just felt sorry, like they're getting anti-stratted out here.
Yeah, that's a play that we see coming out the blocks every now and again for the mid player. Mango quicker on the trigger than Blaze as he takes his head clean off. Just look at the frags right now on the side of ATK. They've got 7 kills between all 5 players right now. That is not a good look for ATK, a team who pride themselves in everybody having the ability to frag. Fady, he fully invests in the round, and that's because they have maximum round loss bonus behind them. So if they can just find a bomb plant in this round, he's going to have enough cash to buy up in the next. And ATK, I think they're going to be throwing caution to the wind here. They just want to go for a fast B exit. Not going to be letting go of W. Blaze and Slowy, the two to get into the apartments first, leading the charge here, trying to get in the faces of Energy, but Flexi, now he has a job to do, and he does that job to perfection. A triple kill for him to shut down this play before it even got going. And now we're going to be seeing that effect of Fady fully buying. They didn't get the bomb plant they so desperately needed, Reese. He only has $3,700. ATK need this AWP in Slowy's hands as soon as they can possibly get it. He's 0-7 right now. This feels like it's been so quick. These rounds have been so quick. How are we up 7-0 already?
ATK's been forcing the issue every round and into the tip of the spear of Energy, and they're just waiting. They know exactly how the guys are going to execute on everything. It's like watching paid actors right now, Matt. That's what it feels like. And unfortunately for ATK, they're the paid actors, and they've just been set up here in horrible positions of loss right now. They've got a nice setup coming out of ramp here now, but Destroy's already on the angle. He gets one. Blaze gets put down on 17 HP. One man can come through connector. He can do quite a lot of damage, can Fady, if he looks the right way.
No.
And Wipeout takes him out. So even that scenario was looking good for them, and it just falls apart. They are going to get a bomb plant here, but Blaze and Slowy are quite low on their HPs. They are one bullet away from being killed off. And it is a 3v3 retake. Make that a 3v2 as Slowy does get taken down from a headshot from an AK. It's a little bit overkill for the situation they were in. Blazes towards ramp. He's got low HP, and Mistim's in the firebox corner, and he's going to get pushed out of position immediately by Mango. Really solid play so far from Energy to go 8-0.
Okay, I think that ATK need to just slow things down here dramatically. Just sit top mid, sit back apartments, sit back ramp, sit back palace, and let the round play out. Let Energy start moving around, try and force them to rotate. Stop giving them opportunities to find these early kills that are hindering them. Another timeout comes through for ATK. But ATK need to really make an effort to minimize the early impact Energy are having in the round. Try and shut down P&D from finding an early kill. Don't give Destroyed a chance with that AWP. Try not to take any early fights, as I say. Drain the util from Energy, then you work yourselves into an execute. Because right now, ATK, they want to take the fights. And yes, that's the perfect way to approach the game in the early stages. But once you're consistently being shut down the way that they are, they need to now readjust their game plan. And maybe that's what's being discussed now in this timeout.
And even those 7 kills, they only turned it into 10 at 8 rounds. That's almost like 1 kill. I mean, that's literally 1.2 kills a round.
Yeah.
That's not going to do anything. That's got no impact on the economy. And Energy just consistently pull ahead here. They are shutting down P&D in window at the start of this round. He takes some damage for his time. He flashes out looking for some extra meat for his barbecue, but there's nothing there. And Slowly starts off things with a kill, which is going to bode much better for their round, as they Mango does equalize with an advanced position in apps.
Yeah. I mean, Doru getting aggressive, they're just trying to play a bit of a lurk roll, or they're going to be going for the B split here, perhaps. But if they're going for the B split, then he was way ahead of the game. He should have been sitting back and waiting. Now joining his teammate Fady, who's in apartment, Slowy in a prime position here to shut down Wipeout, who's in the complete open, and he does take him down. And this is the A bomb site now fully open. Destroyed is wrapped through T-spawn, and Slowy's trying to send this information through to his teammates, but they're still committing to this B bomb site. This is perfect for Energy right now. They have the numbers to line up the defense. P&D, he gets caught off guard. Mango gets taken down as well, and now it's ATK in the driver's seats. It's only Destroyed left in the 1 versus 3, and certainly wouldn't be his weapon of choice to try and secure this clutch. As soon as he gives his position away, it's going to be very tough for him to find any frags thereafter. They know exactly where he was. Nice shot to take down Mistim. But how on earth does he engineer his way into the bomb site from here? Oh, Slowy. Needs to be careful he doesn't give Destroyed any opportunities. They need to force Destroyed out into the open. Force him to make the next move. And that's exactly what they're doing. Destroyed has a smoke and a kit, but Blaze, with the timing peak, will take him down. ATK finally on the board, and now they need to build themselves a platform on this T side.
On 8 in a row to 1, and they get the first full kill round as well, which is going to be helpful, at least with regards to the economic battle. But Energy is just so far ahead there. They can throw the kitchen sink at this round and the next one. Absolutely no issues. And 2 surviving players from ATK means that they're still spread a bit thin. But here comes a cat push into a one-way, which PND isn't going to be peeking. There is one in connector, though. I have slowly seen him. I think he may have. But
PND.
man backs out.
Alright, this is looking better from ATK that the way they're taking middle control and not losing anybody in the process, forcing PND back, forcing Destroyed back, and they've secured control. So they're sticking to their guns here. They want to continue trying to take map control and work methodically up there rather than going for the slower approach. Worked for them in the previous round, but Destroyed, he nets himself a kill. Fady taken down, and the ATK off the back of that, they're trying to force their way into this B bomb side. Doru, he's the linchpin right now. Flexi gets taken down. There's still Mango, though, that they need to deal with, sitting up on the platform here outside of apartments. Does Doru check the corner? That's the question. He does see the gun barrel, but Mango's able to get a kill before he gets taken down. PND, the first responder, gets himself into the bomb site, but he has no support whatsoever, and he's getting wrapped around here as well. Nice patience there from Doru, and his teammate missed him just to buy that bit of extra time. Now it's Wipeout in the clutch, 1 versus 2. ATK, this is their round for the taking once again. B-bomb site seeming to be their recipe for success, at least in the early stages. But Wipeout catches Doru off guard, turns us into a 1 versus 1. He's got time to work with here as well. He missed him. He gets caught in the open. Wipeout's going to take him down. Missed him, thought he was further forward than he actually was. I love the patience there from Wipeout just to put the brakes on and use the time that he had to his advantage. Great work there by Wipeout. What a clutch. He clutched yesterday as well. He had a really insane game in the game that I casted yesterday between Energy and DNMK. Wipeout looked very convincing.
A nice, slow, methodical play from him for sure. Definitely good to pump the brakes. I'm really actually surprised by Mistim's play, that he didn't just wait on an angle and he drifts out from the bomb site. That was perhaps a misplay from him. And Wipeout capitalizes and turns it into a 9th for Energy. So 9-1 up on ATK's map pick is really good. And here comes a push out of ramp. Fady gets one. Destroyed manages to take out Blaze, but there's just one man left on the A bomb site. It's Wipeout, and he's going to be utiled off in this position. And Fady's going to get him through the smoke. So now it's a 3v3 with the retake already starting up here with PND as he pushes through connector. He's followed up by Flexi, and Mango's coming out of jungle. So they're going to have a good spread as they go in, but Mistim says no. He picks up the first, he gets a second, and now it's just Mango, and he's going to take him down as well. A really nice 3k from him to put himself actually on the top of their board. And 9-2, they really need the remainder of these rounds just to give themselves some breathing room as they go into the second half, because if they lose the pistol kill, it's already going to be 11-6. Like, even if they do win all of these rounds.
Big opportunity here for Energy. Same goes for ATK though, because if they win this round, they're going to be breaking Energy's economy. And PND is going for this this little play once again. He's dropped down into lows and he catches Mistimov. He's having a fantastic time with this org, by the way. How does he get out alive? That's the question. He's able to dodge Slowy, and Slowy needs to be careful here. Playing around the precipice of the smoke, he's going to find the trade. ATK, they are just continuing to smash their head against this wall. Relentlessly, not changing up their setup. They're sticking to their guns right now, which I commend them for, but yeah, I mean, you just need to wonder, you know, when do you draw the line and decide to change the setup? They do take mid control, now they're gravitating back into an A exec. I like this decision a lot because Energy are going to be expecting at least one player, maybe two, to still be posted in middle, coming through snipers, coming through connector. But no, all of these ATK players have grouped up and they're going to be making their way together onto the site. Plenty util to work with, time to work with as well. Execute coming through right now, Destroyed along with his teammate Wipeout, looking to try and get the defense going, and they're going to be able to line it up. Wipeout finds himself a double. Slowy, he does get the trades, but he's still left in a 1 versus 2 here. Flexi gives his position away as he throws the flashbang, but there's no ways in the earth that Slowy expects Mango to be coming from the flank right now. Easiest frag of the map for Mango.
Yeah, and just wow at Energy right now, to be completely honest. Teamwork is going well. Aim duels, they're winning. They're getting early round picks, upsetting the flow of ATK every single round. Even these last 2 that they've won, they've done so much more narrowly, but it's round wins on the board, and with a half closing in 3 more rounds, like, ATK really need to start getting some momentum here. They need 2-3 rounds in a row just so that they actually carry some momentum into the second half of this map. And this has been pretty much one of the quickest halves we've ever had in this Evesports EGL 1. And it's because they actually keep running into the sword of energy. And there's the perfect example as I'm talking about it. Destroy gets one.
I just want to see an A exec, man. I just want to see them go for a basic exec here. Just throw the defaults into the back seat for a second. Test Energy's A defense. You haven't even tried one full A exec yet. So yeah, we'll see how it ends up working out. Destroyed with another great shot there. His AWP has been on fire this evening. Landing very quick shots. Wipeout gets another kill. And this is the firepower that I've been talking about. We're seeing it come to fruition now for Energy. All 5 players right now are fragging for Energy. And all 5 players have that potential to be the individuals they need. It's almost like a South African heroic. All 5 players can clutch. All 5 players can have an impact. They're all very versatile in their roles that they take up as well. Now it's Slowy with Yorp trying to burst his way into the B bomb site. The problem is he doesn't realize that Flexi's already gotten through the market. So the timing works out against him. That's the bomb dropped on the deck as well. Energy making ATK work so hard right now. Doru left in the clutch. This is so cool to watch, Reese. ATK have been dominating the South African scene over the past 6 months. Now they're finally being tested. Yes, of course, it's just one map. Yes, it's one half. But it's just so cool to see that this Energy team, which was so recently formed, is showing so much potential. Doru in the clutch, 1v2. Bomb in a very awkward position right now. Time completely against him. Have no idea how he gets across the line in this one. And the fact is he doesn't.
Yeah, and I have to just echo what you've said there. It is so cool to actually see all of these guys playing so well. I mean, I actually personally coached Wipeout in the little White Rabbit Academy team. It must be 3 years ago now. Literally, I think it is about 3 years ago. And I was like, this kid's got sick aim. He just needs to gain some temperance and he'll be in a top team. And here we sit, and he's in amongst some of the better players in the country, like Mango, Wipeout, P&D. All 3 of those players have, even Flexi, sorry, not to count him out, have been prolific in the South African scene over the last 3 years. So yeah, like, it's so cool to see them in this really nice, apparently really well structured team. P&D, I mean, even as an RGL, is top fragging, and he's clearly making the right calls when it's going 11-2 and they're winning clutches.
Yeah, this is the thing though. I had an interview with him last night, and he said he doesn't even need to make any crazy calls. All of the individuals know what's required of them. They've got freedom to make their own plays as well. And that's exactly what you need to do when you have these types of individuals on your team. You need to give them license to play their game. And look how well it works out. Yes, it's early days, so let's not get too far ahead of ourselves here, but this is looking good for Energy. Mango with a job to do towards this B-bomb side. On the opposite side of that smoke is 4 terrorists, and they are desperately looking for frags right now. I do like this position from Mango because as soon as he takes a fight, he's able to drop back into safety. The smoke is dissipating. He sees Fady. Now he needs to get himself out of there. Got some support from Catwalk as well. And the util usage is on point. On the opposite side of the map, Mistim finds one. Doru finds one as well. And it's a flurry of frags for ATK as they surge onto this B-bomb side, taking names in the process. It's just
that's what they needed.
He needs to be saving here, Reese, because Energy have no money left in the bank. I have no idea what he's doing right now. This just seems like a... okay, maybe he is saving, and he was just afraid that Mistim was going to be pushing him from CT. I can get on board with that mentality. Oh, you should have let him go, Destroyed. You should have let him go. Oh, go for... Okay, Destroyed. Maybe he's got another plan here. All of a sudden, this has turned into a clutchable situation. He's got a smoke to drop on the bomb. Yes, it's a player on the catwalk, but if he just land... Okay, he lands his shots. It's Fady. He had 1 health, by the way. But that was crazy. I mean, the fact that he almost converted that into a winnable situation. Can you imagine if he got the ninja defuse?
Dude.
I don't know if any team... Yeah, me too. What a half, Reese. This has been lightning quick.
It really has. We started not 20-30 minutes ago, and it's already almost done. I think we went live with the pistol at 19:35. So this is really 25 minutes for 15 rounds worth of CS is pretty mad, but a nice conversion there from ATK with the pistols. They definitely needed it at Mango. What are you doing, lad? Did he just jump shot that?
Nah. Not a jump shot, but just split second to react, and he lands the perfect headshot. Surely not another. Needs to be careful he doesn't hang around you too long. And there we go. Doru does get the better of him. This is an iffy round for Energy, but they've been able to find 2 quick kills, so it makes it a lot more doable. The problem is that... Oh, okay, Slowy. I mean, I'm not sure what the plan with that molly was. The problem is that even though Energy have found 2 frags, they haven't been able to retrieve any of the weapons. Look at Destroyed's position, though. He's through behind him. He takes down Slowy. Yes, missed him, trades him out, but Energy just finding these kills necessary to take the round as deep as they possibly can. These Desert Eagles have mad potential right now.
Especially on 45. The close range.
Yeah.
2 shots to the chest and you're done. You don't even have to hit the headshot. And I like the angles that they're playing with that knowledge in mind. Like Flexi, for instance, if Doru gets too closer, he doesn't actually even need the headshot. He can just double tap. And that's going to be the end of his round. Mr. does have a nice advanced position. As he's coming up catcher, he's got to be careful of Car, but Flexi's got some vision cast away over there. Nice. And Mistim does manage to pick up one. And they got an inkling that Flexi is here. But Doru's within killing position, and he's going to get a nice pre-fire. So they should be able to convert this round, and Wipeout's going to have to go for it, being the last round of the half. But so far, just an amazing half from Energy to pull it through even to an 11-4. Let's see if Wipeout can echo his performance earlier and get the 2-man clutch. He's going to have Mistim on the angle. He's going to identify his position. And Mistim's actually got a boatload of util. Doru's there to support as well with a flash of his own.
Nice.
But it's not going to matter. Mistim is going to be in the right position for the push. But 11-4, Matt? I didn't see it going like this at the start of this game.
Yeah, Reese, if anybody did tell you they saw it going like this, they are absolute liars. Because this is quite a substantial upset in the first half, right? But ATK, they shift over to the CT side now. If they win this pistol round, there's every chance that they make this comeback happen. Straight off the bat, I'm going to say it. They get that AWP in Slowy's hands. He takes dominant control of middle, shifts across the map, not afraid to take any fights. Job's not done just yet for Energy. And it looks like they want to keep things simple in this pistol round. They've got 2 smokes, 4 flashes. And every opportunity to make this happen. ATK, they've got 4 players on the A bomb site right now, so they're ready and waiting. We've got a very similar pistol round playing out. Fady already finds 2 clean shots. Blaze finds 1 of his own, and this executes shut down before it even got off the ground. Just Mango and PND left. Bomb dropped in an awkward position, and wow, that was a quick shot from Doru.
Oh, and that nade just takes Mango's legs out from underneath him, literally. 3 USP shots anywhere and he's done. But Fady knows, and look how he pops up on him. Jack in the box. Takes them down. Nice 4 of them getting through the round. That is quite nice. It's going to bode well for their economic standpoint, and they really need it. Being down 11-5.
Yeah.
I think Energy's receiving defensive CS should actually be a bit better than their attacking CS. I don't know. That might be an uneducated statement. PND Charles one, but then gets one back on Slay. Oof.
This is a force round from Energy. Got Deagles across the board. They got some util as well. They got armor on a couple players. So they want to try and get on the board as early as they can on this T side. But I appreciate what Lately said in the chats about 15 minutes ago. He knows exactly what it feels like to have a lead on ATK, and they just keep coming at you. They keep giving it everything. They don't get despondent. They don't drop their heads. There's no emotion in this ATK team, rather. Everybody's very calm and collected. They've got great composure. So there's certainly a world in which ATK bring this one back. If you're discounting them from here, you're making a mistake. ATK, though, or rather Energy, biding their time, grouping up around this A bomb site. They've got Destroyed on the edge, the connector, and the A execute coming through now as they've been able to get out of ramp. Not out of Palace, though. A bomb launcher would be great. Missed him. Looking to try and get into the bomb site. Is going to lose his head, but that's okay. A quick flurry of frags elsewhere means ATK will be securing this round.
Fady rock solid there on the A defense. Gets himself a 3k from the jungle position, which definitely is beneficial because Energy, I think, we're just hunting for a bomb plant there, and them being denied it now means that they have to do somewhat of a full save. They're going to have a couple of digs, no armor, maybe 2 flashes to work with. So if ATK plays nicely stepped back into the sites, they're going to have absolutely no problems dealing with armorless opponents with the weaponry that they have. all of their automatics will be ultra effective. Fady opens things up with a nice headshot.
Yeah.
Slowly gets another one in lows, but he's caught in the middle of mid, but it doesn't matter. He gets Flexi and Wipeout. So now it's just Mango left in a 1-on-5. He really should have gone down there, all things considered. Maybe he didn't even take damage. I don't know how, but he does get taken down ironically by Mango a few seconds later as he's trying to push out of Palace. So he finds some damage into the round, but I don't think Slowly's going to be too mad, having gotten so many kills, and his teammates are definitely going to be bringing his weaponry through into the next round.
Yeah. Can you imagine? This is Flexi's first time he's playing against this ATK team. Of course, he's been in limbo pretty much for the whole year. Now he's found himself in Energy, and he's like, what has everybody been hyping ATK up for so much? Guys, we're like ahead 11-4 at halftime. This game's easy. now he's starting to taste it a little bit more. Of course, Wipeout, I think he did play a game against ATK when he was in that Vindictive lineup. So he's seen them before. He's got some information. Flexi, are you timing out? No, there we go. He's back. He's got the buy up. He's ready to go. First full gun round of the second half here. Big opportunity for Energy to make a statement. If they lose this round, ATK are going to feel like they're straight back into this game. Because they're going to be up 11, or it's going to be 11-8. They're going to have control of the economy. And there we go. Slowy with the big green gun in his hand, already having an impact here on the CT side.
Energy does restore mid control. And there is a 3-man ATK on A and a 2 on B. And Pindy's got himself actually quite an advanced position here into jungle. If he can take down Fady, this literally cuts the CTs in half, and they can then shove at either side, knowing that there's only going to be 2 players on each. So Fady needs to be quite careful. Yeah, and he is going to be careful by taking off Pindy's head with a double tap.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, this is... I don't know how much I like this approach from Energy right now, just trying to play out these slow defaults, and you take these gunfights. This is playing into ATK's hands, but as I say that, Flex, he finds the openings necessary to create an avenue of entry onto the A bomb site. The double kill levels things back out at 3v3. They spot the player out in Palace, and he's going to be burning out to Mango's molly. At least Miston was able to find one before he goes down. Wipeout needs to be careful. Yeah, he connects the bomb, but Doru catches him on the cross, and Doru takes down Mango as well. ATK pick up the round, but can't save the AWP. Miston has enough to drop one though, at least. So he'll be getting that across to Slowy. There we go. First gun round goes the way of ATK, Reese. And that's exactly what I was talking about. Now they're going to feel like they're straight back in the game, if not actually somewhat slightly ahead, even though the scoreline says otherwise.
No, I agree with you, and it's actually showing in their positioning and composure. Maybe perhaps what they were actually doing on the T side was getting a feel like, oh, look at this in mid though. Fady and Slowy managed to pick up 2 kills onto Wipeout and Mango, and Flexi does retaliate with one of his own, but they take so much damage for it that 2 of them are very close to dead and alive. And there goes P&D to a nice nade from Blaze on short. But it just feels like they were getting a bead on Energy and how Energy were going to play. And now it's just counter of their own. Destroy gets one as he goes into connector. Miston gets taken out. He was hiding at the back left there. They do actually have A control. I don't think they've realized just yet. They obviously don't have the info we do. It's only Slowy who's in the CT position. And he's actually going to be heard out rotating. Well, you should maybe have been heard out by Flexi or Destroyed. He's going to go up onto the ticket booth area. They haven't heard him out, and he misses a shot on Destroyed. Now's the opportunity to clap back, but Slowy doesn't miss twice, and Blaze is going to be on cat to clean up Flexi in the connector position. So they go through with another 3-man survival. Their worst so far has been 2, and that's only 1 round. So they're decently cash flush as we go into round 21, and 5 in a row for them. That's how you want to start off a CT half.
Yeah, exactly. It's ATK are going to be feeling a lot better about this map than they did a couple rounds ago. Look at the aggression coming out of ATK. Now you can see they're starting to feel themselves. Miston's going to find one. Surely not another. No, he does get taken down. And Destroys also finds Slowy. So this is a much better start to the round for Energy. Again, persisting with this middle control. Not afraid of taking the fight to ATK. They've secured a man advantage. How do ATK respond? They're still hovering around here in mid. Blaze is going to get boosted up. I like this decision. Might be able to find a kill from this position and go untraded. But again, Speaking of liking decisions, I like this decision from Energy as well. After they find 2 quick kills, they know they don't have to make any further commitments. They have the man advantage. They've got plenty of time left on the clock. They've got a mountain load of util in reserves. So they just need to reassess the situation and decide where they're going to be gravitating. And P&D, he's tasked with trying to fake towards the B bomb site right now. He's got some util. And if he could just find a kill here, that would be monumental. On the opposite side of the map, there is actually a rotation coming through. Fady's on A, and also Doru's shifting out of this B bomb site. So P&D hasn't been loud enough in his fake here. This has almost turned into a bit of a lurk, but the problem is he hasn't had any impact on keeping these players on the B bomb site. And he's realizing there's nobody here right now. Oh my word, I wish my teammates were behind me. I wish we had a bomb on our backs, because he can't have any impact. And Energy, they have no choice. They have to commit to this A bomb site because there's only 25 seconds left. Flexi tasked with trying to find these entries as he's just edging his way forward. Fady's sitting on that off angle, the rain angle I like to call it, and he finds himself the double spray down. Yes, there's the trade, but somehow ATK have been able to get this into a round in which they have an advantage. Blaze, he's rotated in position as well. Mango gets brought down very low. He has 13 health to work with, but Blaze not looking too healthy either. That AK has the one-tap potential. Mango sends the flash sky high, but unfortunately, he steps out before Blaze is forced to turn around. Nice patience there from Blaze, right? He sees the flash, but he knows that there's still a second before it's going to pop, so he continues to hold the angle. If Mango had delayed that peak by half a second, he wins that clutch.
Yeah, I think the sky high flash may not have been the best idea considering how much util he did have. Sky high and swing, you've got double flash, so you can use the first to make him turn, you can use the second to definitely get the blind and then look to play. He's also had a smoke. I think he had a couple of better options there, all things considered, but Blaze, like you say, patient, cool, calm and collected, does the damage, slowly opens things up in mid.
And repeats. It's like doesn't care about anything or anyone. That's how confident Slowy is, actually. He knows he's the best, so why should he fear anybody? That's the type of mentality and the playstyle he has. Energy a man down, gonna persist with mid control. They've got all 4 players in middle right now. And they're kind of getting picked apart piece by piece.
And 5v3 is really hard to attack in effectively because you just don't have the numbers, right, or to go and take people on the site. 2v3 is not the worst ever. If they trade out effectively, it's still a 1v3 for the retake. So it's hard to play from here as a T.
Yeah,
and they're going to opt to go in on Cat though, and Destroyed's going to get one, which is fantastic. He spots the second one, and he gets another. Actually, it's Mango, sorry, who takes down Blaze. Now there's a 2v3 on the retake. This is quite doable, but Fady's in a really good position. Destroyed should walk into his crosshair, but he knows, and the timing gets him.
Oh, and Mango gets
one. On Cat. Not Slowly, just in a 1-on-2 with an AWP on the retake. This is less than ideal for him, and if Energy just play him into the crossfire, he's going to basically walk into his death. Mango spots him out, and Destroyed can push in. And there's that brotherly connection, that mind-meld connection coming into play. And it turns into Energy's first round on the T side.
Well, just press tab, Reese. Mango 22 for 13, Destroyed 20 for 16. They're the top of the server right now.
Yeah, buddy.
And they're doing damage. And courtesy of all those frags that Energy found in the round prior to the previous, ATK have no money left in the bank. They have to full save. So this is a prime opportunity for Energy to go up 13-10. Surely there's no world in which ATK actually win this round. They're going to be trying to flood through connector, but they end up just running into a hail of bullets. And Energy, they're going to be finding some more confidence off the back of these past couple of rounds. It's going to give them the belief that they have what it takes to close it out on this T side. And ATK aren't even going to have that much money going into the next round, by the way. They only get $1,900 when they lose this, so Slowy has 3,900. Fady doesn't have to go like 3,000, what, 600? That's not enough. They might even have to double savior and forego 14-10. So Energy shifting back into the driver's seat here on Mirage. Remember, guys, this is a best of 3 picked. This map was picked by Energy. We shift over across to Nuke next. And we're going to be doing a giveaway, Reese. I think we should get the giveaway going because we got a bit of a lull in play here. So why don't you tell the people what they need to know?
Alrighty, so we are going to start the giveaway off today with the Steam voucher because I've made an executive decision that that's what we will be doing. And then we will put EGL 1 in the chat, one word as it is on our channel or for the tournament, EGL with ONE at the end of it, one word. Josh will put an example in the chat, and if you subscribe to the channel, then you get a second entry.
There we go. 100% for South African residents only, as was mentioned in chat vibes. Only supposed to type it once, my guy. Only supposed to type it once. If you type it twice, it cancels your entry. You hate to see it, but maybe if you type a third time, then it re-enters. I don't know.
It literally does. It literally does.
So yeah, guys, just type it once in chat. Type it more than that, and you get discredited. No one wants to be discredited. ATK, they're being slightly discredited right now, but they're still alive and kicking, right? It's an eco round. They have found the opening kill, but answered back by Flexi.
Well, they didn't. It was Flexi. He switched teams there momentarily, but he came back to the right side after that.
Yeah, I'm looking at the HUD, and I see there's nobody on ATK who has a frag. So I'm like, how is somebody dead right now? Now Blaze, he finds himself a kill. And Energy down into the 3 versus 3 against the eco, making life a bit more difficult for themselves than they would have liked. They did commit to the default once again, which can be a little bit risky when you are playing in an anti-eco. You kind of give those deagles a bit of a chance to find some frags across the map. I like the decision there from Energy to just flood CT and take the fight as a team. Missed him coming up from a ramp. Oh man, the timing's just so unfortunate because as soon as Mango puts that bomb down, he's ready to take the fight.
And as Blaze peaks, he gets some AK dental of his own. So, yes, man, these Energy is really dialed up. They just seem to be pushing it up to 11. Wipeout has slowed down considerably, but it doesn't really matter when Energy destroyed P&D are just cleaning up everything that comes into their crosshair. And ATK, after a really good start, have lost 3 in a row. And like you say, Energy have got to be feeling themselves right now and going, hey guys, hold up. We've got this. We've got the beat on things. Let's just keep doing what we're doing and keep winning rounds.
Yeah, absolutely. This is such a big round right now. Energy again taking middle control. 4 players working together. This has just been the bread and butter for Energy throughout this whole half. Just looking to systematically take the control. Fady finds one, but he can't get out because the molly. He's still going to be able to find a second, though. Only Fady can make those sort of situations work in his favor. 9 out of 10 players just crumble in that situation, but he knows he has to commit to the fight, and he finds a second kill before he goes down, leaving his team in an advantageous position. Because if he just goes down for the 1-for-1 trade, it doesn't favor his team. He leaves them in a more awkward situation than before. So, big second kill there. Energy successfully taken middle control, and they've got P&D all the way back apartments, so they're going to be looking for a B split here, it seems. And there is only one player on the speed bomb site right now. It's Blaze, and he's just jump spotting, looking for some information. Rotations are nowhere near, so he's not going to have any support as soon as this exec comes through, and he does see them on catwalk. Drops the smoke to buy himself a bit of cover, but how on earth does he stay alive in this position? Doru on the angle, looking to try and have an impact, but he's just been brought down to 30 health, and Blaze, he's got no room to work with right now. I'm going to go for the elevated option, and he's going to catch Wipeout off guard. The trade, not on the table, though Slowy, he does take down P&D. Leaving Mango alone in the clutch, they know exactly where he is. Only 18 seconds left. Surely there's no way that he's able to get across the line. He drops the flash, but unfortunately he jumps before the flash pops. So Slowy has full vision, takes him down. ATK answer back in that all-important round.
Even though they win it, however, they are going to face another Energy buy. And while the kills would say otherwise, they won that actually quite narrowly. Things on B could have gone much worse if Blaze hadn't maintained his presence there and kept him second guessing. So really good work from him to really clutch that round out and let his teammates rotate in. It was really solid play from him.
Yeah, agreed, man. He did a good job to buy time like that. Hugely. But there's some mid control coming through for Energy, so they are out of that round, but not out of this map. 14-11 to their advantage. So really, if ATK trip, they're facing map point. A lot of pressure coming down on them. And no money in the bank, by the way, if they do lose this round. So massive opportunity for Energy to close this out if they can win this round. And they're going to be trying to get it done towards the B bomb side. Very nice support flash comes through from Doru. Means Blaze can get the easiest frag he's had all game. And how do Energy respond to this? Because they've pretty much put all their eggs in one basket. They've committed to this B exec. And ATK, they've got 3 players on this B bomb site right now. Courtesy of all the information in the world that Mistim has gathered. And Slowly just wants to get around and try and cover connector. 40 seconds left here. Is PND going to be trying to fake this A site and pull another rotation? Or can he actually worm his way through the defense? No, Slowly has the timing on the peak. Now that B exec gets activated. These players starting to make their way forward. It's do or die right now for Energy. Rotations coming through thick and fast from ATK. They've got the numbers on the site right now to defend it. And Energy, they have been shut down in some sublime fashion here from ATK. They don't even drop a single player in that gun round, Reese.
They really needed to keep everybody alive, and they do just that. Like, big brain plays on the B setup. Getting that info, as you alluded to, and turning it into a really nice basket to catch the aggressing Energy players. And at that point, though, I can't help but feel PND maybe should have made a call for them to go slow through lowers, because he had so much position in connector. They could have turned that into a sudden A, and well, obviously they don't know what we know, and it just starts off really badly for them. Doru gets one on PND with a nade. Mistim gets one on Destroyed. It is a save round. They are on Deagles, so we're not expecting, or I don't think anybody's really expecting the biggest win. But getting damage would be nice, because ATK, like you said, the economic situation. That's the first big economic win they've had in the last 5 rounds. So They kind of need to keep it going, and Fady just relentless here underneath.
Yep.
My brain's done a thing, Matt.
Under Palace, that's cool. I got you.
There we go.
What I will say is this is healthy for ATK, Reese. This is good for ATK to be tested like this, to be pushed, to see how they perform under pressure, to see how they get themselves back into the game when they're playing from behind. Because it's all good and well when the mood is good in the camp, when everyone's hitting their shots, they're winning their games comfortably. But how are you when you get tested? How are you when you're put under a bit of strain and struggle? Do you still have the cool, calm composure that you always have on display? ATK, they're being tested right now. And we're going to see a full gun run from Energy, and this is what I like to see. They're going to the A exec, Reese. They're going to the A exec. They've got PND on the lure coming through lowers. They've got Destroyed set up in Palace, and they've got the 3 key players set up here outside of A ramp, ready for the exec. And Mistim is all by himself on this A site right now. He's just jiggle peeking, spotting with the smoke. Going to drop the smoke as soon as he sees any presence here from the T side, and he does spot Flexi. And that's okay. Energy, they're happy with that. They drained some util now on the say bomb site. Still lots of time left, but look at Fady. Oh my god, I didn't realize, and neither did Energy. He pushed so far forward, so aggressively, but PND, with some aggression of his own, he gets into snipers. But he's not going to be getting back out. Fady shifting into position once again. Energy, they have no choice now. They have to go for this execute. They have to get onto the safe site. Missed him. He's waiting for a flash. He's waiting for some support. Smoke is dissipating. And he's got a couple terrorists on the opposite side waiting to push into this bomb site. On the close angle here. Mistim's going to find one, but the trade's on the table. Nice quick double kill there between the 2 players to get onto the safe site. Bringing it back into the 2 versus 2. Blaze and Fady up against Destroyed and Flexi. Oh, and Destroyed finds the frag on Fady. This has turned completely around, a full 180. As Energy now are in the driver's seat, they've got control. Planting safe means Blaze won't be able to deny the plant. Oh, he just spots the leg, but he can't find the frag in time. And now Energy know exactly where he is. Both of the players in favorable post-plant positions. This is so tough for Blaze right now. He knows where one of the players are, but he has no idea where the second is. Trying to edge his way into the bomb site. He's going to get taken down by Destroyed. It's a nice little 1-2 there between Destroyed and Flexi. Energy find themselves map point here. They've secured overtime at the bare minimum. They can close it out in regulation time with 2 map points here, Reese. Energy are doing it on ATK's map pick.
Yeah, and it's as ATK trips their Energy's on you like white on rice, like a hungry dog on a fresh bone. And they just chew their way through that round. Really nice entries from them. I thought it was going to go badly for them because it was almost too predictable just to carry on pushing through there. And ATK had the setup, and every other round so far it's worked out for them. Destroyed opens things up as we go into this round with a nice headshot into Slowly. So that goes their main AWPer down. And that's really good for Energy as they're trying to close out this map.
Yeah, that's a very nice start to the round. back to middle control they go. Their bread and butter for the entire half here. Blaze in a good position to shut down PND as he makes his way into the apartments. That's going to be an easy frag for him. Levels things back out. Good information found as well that there's no further presence. They know PND's been playing quite a lurk role. Look at Mistim though, pushing forward. He's going to catch Mango off as well. ATK, not afraid to be making plays right now, even though their backs are against the wall. They convert the 5 versus 4 against them into the 3 versus 4 in their favor. And while Energy have been able to get through Connector into Snipers and Jungle, that doesn't give them a clear path onto the A site just yet. There's still 2 players on the same bomb site, and Doru's waiting outside of Murder Hole as well if anybody's going to be coming through here. So how on earth do Energy get themselves onto a bomb site from this position? They've pretty much been boxed in. And it seems like ATK have the information that this is the case right now. Doru's going to be feeding it through to them. He's hearing all these footsteps. And Energy, they need to find some quick kills just to try and get themselves through. Fady does get taken down, but Trader's on the table. Just Wipeout left in the 1v3, and he's got no time left on the clock to try and make this one work. Yeah, this is pretty much tickets at this point. Wipeout maybe wants to try and save his gun. No, he takes down Mistim, but there's no way he gets the bomb plant here. Doru is going to have the perfect timing to deny him. ATK take us the distance. We're in the 30th round. Energy with one more chance to close this out in regulation. Or are ATK going to be taking this to overtime?
Well, considering the bye, you've got to give it to ATK right now. And considering the momentum that they've restored on the CT half, they started off strong, lost 3 in a row, and then in the last 5 rounds, they've won 4. So definitely have the momentum right now, and Energy are running out of spaces to play in. They keep getting nicely choked off. ATK circling around them like vultures to the carcass, as it were, and don't overplay, which is great. And Slowly starts off things with another frag.
Yeah, gap in the smoke there for him to exploit, and that's going to be opening things up for ATK off the back of that. Energy are trying to get themselves into the B bomb site. They're able to take down Slowy, but Blaze primed, ready, and waiting. But look at this. How on earth does Doru stay alive? There's 3 players converging on his position. He is able to get 1. Such an important frag there he finds, leaving his team in a decent position. It's a 2 versus 2. Oh, that smoke's not deep enough. This is going to give Mistim a very nice chance to just jump through the window and get into the bomb site undetected. Do they hear that jump? It doesn't seem like it, though. All in the meanwhile, Fady's making his way up. Catwalk, and Fady finds Wipeout. Now it's Mango left in the 1 versus 2 clutch to try and deny ATK overtime and close out the first map, 16-14. ATK meticulously clearing out the bomb site, checking off all the spots, and realizing by deduction that there's only one more place Mango can be outside of apartments, and they take him down. We are going to overtime here on the first map. ATK deny Energy their 2 map points, and they say you're going to have to fight harder than that if you're going to be beating us on our map pick.
Yeah, and even to get to overtime, I honestly didn't see this happening. Just with ATK's history and with the almost honeymoon period that Energy's in. And you've got to favor ATK as we go into this overtime because they've been the ones with the momentum. And they're going to start on CT, which is going to be nice and familiar from the last few rounds, and what they've been doing against Energy has been working so far. And to come back the way that they did, you've got to be a little bit wary. Do Energy, you've been expecting to close this out. You must be getting some fatigue on this map and these sort of setups. And ATK just, like you say, pull it back, but it is cool to see them getting tested like this. One other thing, none of them bought head armor, which I really like. Slowly opens things up here for us, though, as the A push does come through from Energy, and they do manage to get up to Sandwich, but Mistim is under Palace, and he manages to get a kill of his own. There's some spraying going on, but PND and Flexi are going to be the ones who come out on top, and now it's a 3v3. There is Mistim in an advanced position here, and he's going to be able to do a really nice pop push and get 1, but Mango trades him out to bring it back to a 2-on-2. PND, low HP. Mango, good HP, no util. PND with 2 flashes. Doru and Blaze actually really stacked with util and full HP to work with. And now it's just going to have to slow down as Energy assess the flanks and just wait for anybody else pushing in. They do have 40 seconds left on the clock. Mango's going to start pressing the issue as he moves further into Sandwich. But you've almost got to look at it and go, rotate B, please. Energy, this is what you need to do. And ATK are not giving them anything.
Oh, that's a perfect molly, though. No! Yes, it is perfect. But Doru has a smoke to expend it, but it doesn't matter. Expel it, rather, but it doesn't matter because PND lands the shots anyway. Now it's Blaze left in the clutch. This round seemed like it was ATK's every day of the week. And Blaze, do you really want to give your position away by throwing the util? Probably not, but he's going to go for the spray. I think he just spotted Mango's legs through the gap in the smoke there. Now he's given his position away, and Energy know exactly where he's coming from. They're in phenomenal post-plant positions, and again, Blaze finds himself in a very tough 1 versus 2 clutch coming from CT onto the say bomb site. He's got some util to work with, but he has no idea where either of these 2 players are right now, and they have all the information in the world as to where he finds himself. He should be taken down here by Mango, and he is. What a turnaround from Energy. That felt like it was a 4 versus 2. I'm not exactly sure of what it was, but Energy were behind by quite a decent margin in that round, and they get themselves back into it.
It was 3v5, and then they just found 2 on the spray down from ramp through the smoke, and that helps out a lot. It does look like we're going to have a dot pause quickly, probably a technical issue.
Yeah.
FPS drops.
There we go. I mean, okay, it's been confirmed that it's not live right now, and that the round needs to be restarted. Everybody confirming it's not live, so that's good. We'll get the reset once we get the admin in chat. I like this, Reese. I need a break. We need an opportunity to catch our breaths here. I've always advocated as casters, we should also get a tactical timeout where we just get a chance to regather our thoughts and catch ourselves up again, because sometimes it's just so chaotic, and that's exactly what this map has been. I must say, I was slightly concerned for Energy when this game went into overtime, because it pretty much reset the slates, right? Pretty much back at 0-0. MR3 10k, everybody gets money in the bank. Everybody is, it's level scores, level playing field. All that hard work throughout the previous 30 rounds pretty much gets undone. And that's why I thought, okay, here we go. ATK, they're going to be closing out an OT. They're going to be feeling a lot better. They took the momentum from the end of that second half into OT as well. But Energy, they win that round, and it wasn't an easy one at all. Mango landing some great shots, as well as PND. And if we just look at the scoreboard right now, everybody fragging on the side of Energy, nobody lagging behind. The same can be said for ATK, though, if you look at it. I mean, no one's really struggling that badly, but no one's popping off like mad. Like, Fade's doing a good job, but they need a few more players to be in that positive KD to get them across the line. Energy, pick up the first round of OT. Let's see if they can string a second one together here.
And Energy decide to go for an A execute by the looks of things, which is going to make Matt very happy. And I really actually like these cells from PND, just to get some presence onto the other side. If he can get a kill, it's massive, but even just splitting up the defense and making him work harder for it is good. But they come out, 2 Sims in 4, he gets a double kill. Destroyed manages to trade him as they do the A execute. Now PND is spraying through the smoke at Fady, but he's not going to be able to get the kill. Nice does manage to get the kill, but Doru comes swinging in from the CT side, and he shuts down the push. PND is in connector, and Mango is stuck towards the ramp area. PND goes for a big push here, throws a nade in towards CT, but it doesn't get much damage done. Slowly picks up one with the AWP. PND takes down Slay, but Doru manages to clutch out the round, and it goes 1-1 into this overtime.
ATK, again, they find the opening kills, and then it starts to get a little bit dicey as Entry force their way back into the equation, but then ATK stamp them out. They pick up the round, and they're going to be desperately hoping for a round advantage going into the second half of overtime, because if you recall correctly, it was an 11-4 halftime scoreline favoring Energy when they were on the CT side all that time ago in the first half of this map, which means they have the pedigree on their CT side to be competitive. Slowly opens things up once again. Back to the default Energy go. Nice shot, PND. On the angle, Slowy. A bit more than he bargained for there as he gets taken down, leveling things out again.
He's done a lot of damage from that spot so many times. Destroy it with a nice kill into Fady. That's going to help out a lot as they go into a 4v3. Like you say, Slowly going to just overextending a bit. He's done that a lot of times, and it has been successful. Kind of disappointed to see Energy players peeking into it and repeating it, even knowing that he is there. Blaze gets one as Flexi trades him out on Cat. There's one player left on B, and they should be able to circle in here and get the kill onto Doru, who has a lot of ground to wake up in this round for his team. Then being in the 2-on-3, Mistim is going to be pushing him from the cap position, and that's how you want to start it. But then Mistim gets taken down in mid by Destroyed, and while the bomb is in the middle of the site, it's the brothers 2 once again who are in the 2-on-1 situation. You've got to favor them somewhat as they go in here and destroy. Doru jumps up to look into the apps position, does get some info. He goes out towards bench and he manages to take out Destroyed, which is fantastic. But Mango fluffs the spray.
Doru also stopped shooting at opportunity. 20 seconds left, and Mango holding the angle. He's going to take Doru down. Patience pays off for Mango. He gets the angle, finds the frag, and Energy, they take a 1-round advantage into the second half of overtime. Now they shift across to their favored side as well. Onto the CT side, we're going to have to see ATK with a far better performance on their T side than what we saw in regulation time, if they're going to be getting themselves back into this and closing the game out in overtime. Let's see what sort of approach they bring into this round. AKs across the board. No interest in picking up the AWP for Slowy. Energy once again getting themselves ahead here on Mirage. Getting closer and closer to closing it out. And ATK, they're shifting into something completely different here. They got 3 players in Palace, 1 player on A ramp. And this is going to be a pop into the A bomb site. I like this from ATK. We didn't see this at all in regulation. They're just going to throw caution to the wind. That's a big nade coming through. That's a huge nade. It's slightly late. ATK, they've already gotten themselves out. Mistim finds one towards middle. Doru takes down Destroyed. And now it's the A bomb site firmly in control of the T side. Mistim still alive and kicking here in Connector as well, which is going to be a thorn in Energy's side because they can't focus their full attention towards this A bomb site. They still have to commit some of their resources towards middle and Connector. And you can see it's sort of stagnating their approach right now. They need to find this kill on Mistim ASAP. And ATK, they've shifted into CT as well to try and make this post plant work. Mango going to walk forward into the molly he goes. He'll be taken down by Blaze. It's just Flexi and Wipeout now left in the situation to try clutch out Mistim. Somehow able to find both of those players. That must have been a bit of a neat spray transfer. I wasn't on his POV there. 17-17. ATK, they pick up the first round of the second half of OT, Reese.
It was a little bit of a lineup they gave him. I don't actually think they knew how close he was, all things considered. We saw Wipeout spraying through the wood into mid, but then they just almost ignore him. Blinkers on in towards the start and Mistim capitalizes. Turns it back to 17-17 for ATK, and that's exactly what they needed. And look at this push up onto short. Mistim's going to catch one. Destroyed though. Gets in from behind and takes down 2. Doru just holds W through a molly onto the balcony, but he's also going to get picked off. And P&D swings out for another one, and it all just falls apart. Slowly now left in a 1-on-5. Ace clutch needed from him to win the round, and he's probably just going to be looking for damage at this point in time, and he's not going to get any because Wipeout's going to be posting where he's pushing. That's a nice clean round from Energy. Go take it back to 18-17. They are match points again.
Map point, yeah. I get the idea there from ATK to just try to throw caution to the wind again and bail their way into a B-bomb side and just, stamp out everybody in their path. But the way they just charge up middle like that so carelessly, no smoke top connector, no flashes to obstruct the player's vision, made Destroyed's life very easy. And it didn't look very convincing from ATK.
They seem to be waxing and waning between almost giving too much respect and then none at all. And I think they're struggling to measure this Energy side and their capabilities right now. They almost seem to underestimate them at critical moments. And Energy is capitalizing. They do have really good, deep mid control at this point in time. They can turn this into an opportunity. And look at Slowy. He's going to push through the smoke. Pull his 2e2k as he moves up onto the site over here. And if he comes over the top and spots Destroyed there in the corner, not that he can because he's actually quite well crouched, but he does get one. He manages to take out Wipeout. Destroyed.
Oh my god.
What to do, but Fady with a sick shot takes him out. Now it's just P&D in the jungle area and he gets taken up. Fady gets a spray transfer to Lexi on the cap position. Absolutely sick play to keep his team in this round. Oh my word, Fady, you absolute monster.
Yeah.
It goes 18-18. We're going to see overtime too, Matt.
Fady has really started to find his footing here on Mirage. He was very quiet on the first half, but ever since he shifted into the CT side and in OT, he's been an absolute monster for ATK. And he single-handedly drags them through into a second set of overtime. Once again, how much energy does Energy have left, Reese? How much more of this can they sustain? Because they've had map point now 3 times and they haven't been able to close it out. Eventually, they're going to break. ATK, they keep on persisting. They keep on knocking on the door. Now the slates are wiped clean once again. MR310K, OT number 2, here we go. Wipeout opens things up again. ATK, they want to just try and go for this caution to the wind approach. They want to try and play aggressively and force their way into the bomb site, but they're being shut down. Energy finding these opening kills, stemming the flow for ATK. Again, Destroyed finds another before he goes down. Energy are brimming with confidence right now. Not afraid to take these fights. Not afraid to face up against ATK. And now it's a 2 versus 4 for ATK to try and get across the line. There's still so much time left on the clock. But this is a great display from Energy. What a fantastic display of Counter-Strike right now, and tenacity. Keep on going at it. They've lost 3 map points, but they're not breaking. They're not getting flustered. They're not getting frustrated. They're keeping their eyes on the prize right now.
ATK just go from ridiculous heroics to a bit of a fumble in this round. Now they are in this 2v4. Slowly and Blaze to try and play it out with 152 HP between the two of them. And the first one gets taken down, and slowly Flexi waiting on the angle, the ever patient. And this patience right now from Energy is just paying off dividends, and Blaze is now set in a 1v4. Wipeout and Mango, the first 2 he's got to contest with. He does manage to get Wipeout. If he can get a shot into Mango's sitting at triple right now, that would be ultra helpful, I'm sure. But he's got to be careful about the man.
Oh, nice.
That's a jungle is on the cutoff position. Mango does manage to get the kill. But Energy now 19-18. Once again, do take the lead. If only for the moment. If Fady can channel what he did in the round before that, like, they're in a lot of trouble as far as that goes. But the scores on Energy, Mango and Destroyed leading the charge on this map right now, both with a comfy 30 bomb, and Fady the only one with a 30 bomb in his team. It just seems like there is actually, like you said, everybody's supposed to be able to frag, but they just not quite getting it right, are they?
Yeah, like they're there, but they're not fragging enough. And wow, great shot there by PND to take down Mr. Mo. Was completely blinded up. He didn't have a hope in hell. And Energy opening things up once again. ATK reverting, man. Yeah, big time. ATK reverting back to a bit more passive play right now, but PND is punishing them, picking them apart piece by piece. He parades his way through the CT side. Wipeout finds another as well. Seems like ATK might be faltering, Reese. Very disjointed right now. No trade frags coming through from them. Losing individuals with nothing being taken back in response. No map control to speak of. Over-aggression you have from Mango, or rather Wipeout. No need to be making those plays, and that's a bit of the inexperience coming through. You've got the 5 versus 3. No need to get aggressive, or the 5v2. No need to make plays at that point. You sit back, you wait to receive ATK. Destroyed receives Doru, and he knows where Blaze is as well. PND, for one of the first times we've actually seen him use the AWP in this entire map, by the way. He's used the AUG on the CT side and the AK on the T side, and he immediately finds a triple kill. I do want to say one thing though, Reese, just to change the topic.
Back to the AUG.
I'm really... Oh, nice. I'm really impressed by how Mango and Destroyed have just consistently kept up their fragging power throughout this whole map. Normally we see players going for 10 to 15 rounds, maybe a bit more than that, but they haven't slowed down. They've kept up this pace for the whole map, and they continue to have an impact. 2018. If Energy can win this round, they secure themselves 3 map points at the bare minimum. Big round here. Slowly on a Desert Eagle as well, by the way.
Oh, but it's not going to matter because Doru and Blaze get the first 2 kills. One of them was, I think, pretty sick actually by Doru. Well, we'll have to see if we can get a replay of that one. And Flexi does even things up somewhat. It is still a 3v4, which massively favors the T's. And in the interim, they've taken complete A control.
Oh, no.
Blaze gets 1, which helps out a lot.
Look at Destroyed. on the backstab. He's been able to find one, but he gets taken down. PND still in the bomb site, though. He's going to find Blaze as well. He shifts out, but Mistim has his trigger trained on his head, or his crosshair trained on his head. He pulls the trigger and he ends up taking him down. That all-important round goes the way of ATK. They've given themselves a slight buffer now heading into the CT side, but ATK, they have to win all 3 rounds in the second half of OT number 2 if they're going to be closing the map out here. Energy, they just need to win one more round to secure another set of overtime. Pressure firmly on ATK right now. These guys have typed a lot of GHs in chat, Reese. A lot of GHs. There's been a lot of good half calls in this one map alone.
There's been a lot of really good sportsmanship in this one map as well. Like, the guys in chat and stuff aren't seeing it, but there's been hand funds, GHs, everything that you want to see in the chat. So, commendations to both teams for their sportsmanship. But ATK, just so much pressure coming out from Energy, and you know, you're expecting just a bit more of a dominating performance. Slowly starts off nicely with an AWP shot and B-apps, but you just expected them when it hit OT to just finish it, right? And Energy just so tenacious, as you've said. They're like a pack of hungry terriers, and they're not letting go.
Yeah. Whew. Big round here. ATK, they find the opening, and Blaze catches PND. He had the audio cue there as he jumped across for the self-boost into snipers. And Slowy has his AWP trained on catwalk, finds the first, and he's going to be catching Flexi in the bum. Flexi's just got that bubble butt, so it's sticking out. And he punishes him for having such a voluptuous ass.
Now it's Mango. Vergara bum, if you will.
So there we go. There we go. Mango in the 1 versus 4. Shoots to disguise his drop, but not much he can do about Slowy, who has a quad kill in the round, by the way. And Slowy, he has these moments where he's like, guys, it's like almost like Woxic. He's like, guys, I'm going to win us this game now. I am going to take the responsibility on my shoulders, and I'm going to get us across the line. He has that big match temperance. He has that ability to take the game by the scruff of the neck. No holds barred. And here we go. ATK, they level things out, Reese.
Yeah, now an even bigger round for both teams, because the winner sets themselves up for map points.
That's it. That's exactly it. ATK, believe it or not, they haven't even had 1 map point throughout this entire map. Who would have believed that? Not me, if you told me that at the start of this. It's been Energy who have had all the map points, but have been spilling them, and that's the problem, Reese. You can only spill so many map points against a team like ATK, because eventually they will be coming back in and closing out the map. And Blaze opens things up once again, not afraid to get aggressive in B-apps, looking to make a play, gets the kill, and notice how now he drops back all the way. Doesn't continue to persist with the aggression. He knows he's done his job for his team. All in the meanwhile, Doru, or excuse me, it is Mistim, has pushed all the way through Palace. So there's a ton of information for ATK to play off right now. He's going to continue to push even further forward. Off the back of that Energy, they're sort of in limbo right now. They're not sure exactly what they want to do. They've got 3 players on catwalk. They're just going to be charging their way forward. There's 3 players here from ATK's perspective. Make that 2 though, as Mango finds the kill on Fady. Doru on the angle as well will only be good for 1, but surely there's no way they expect Blaze. No, he's been spotted. He's been spotted. He needs to stay alive. He needs to find a kill. If he goes down here without finding one, his team's in a very tough situation. He does get the kill, and he's still alive and kicking right now. Eventually, he does get taken down, but he's done a fantastic job in buying time. Look at how far Mistim's been able to get. Already, with the backstab, he goes for the trigger discipline option. He spotted out both of the players. Now he waits, primed and ready. He picks up the double kill, shuts down Energy, and surges his team into map point. ATK finally find themselves a map pointer on Mirage.
In round 42 of the map, can you dig it? Absolutely, 6 scenes are happening over here. The highlights from this map are going to be ridiculous with 42 rounds worth of CS.
Yeah, our editor's got his work cut out for him, Reese.
Hi.
There we go. There we go. Loki, just slot that in there. Oh, wow.
ATK, map point, is a PP coming out for what I'm assuming is probably more tech issues.
Yeah, you can't use the .pp function unless it's a tech issue. So, just going to be figuring out exactly what's going on. Seems like the R's are in chat. Everybody's ready to go. Big round here for Energy, Reese. They haven't found themselves up against a map point throughout the entirety of this map. This is the first. And they're on the T side as well, which has been the lesser of their 2 halves so far throughout this map. ATK. are in a prime position to close this map out finally. And that would be fairly disheartening, right, for Energy, considering they had, what was it, 3 map points in total to this point?
Yep.
So yeah. Reese, what about the giveaway? Are we going to be announcing the winner before this map ends? Because we probably need to do that soon. Maybe after, just as soon as the map ends.
Yeah, we'll do it as soon as this map ends. But let's get
there we go.
Let's get into this round 42, Matt. Everything to play for on here on ATK. They've been, like you say, seeking this opportunity, and they're on the precipice of closing it off.
Yeah.
How do Energy respond? They respond with a lot of A ramp presence, to be honest, and are going to be looking to do an A execute. Mistim's in position, and he does have backup, and Blaze manages to catch out P&D early, so the lurker play has been spotted out, and on that contact, Energy are going to pull the trigger, but it's going wrong as it starts. Mistim gets a headshot on the Destroyed. Now there's 3 players that are going to be looking at pushing out from the ramp position, but there's 4 CTs in position here, and 1 coming up from the after. Blaze has got anything that they would, if they did try to rotate.
Exactly.
But they can't, and they've kind of realized it, and they're going to hold W into the site, and I don't know if this is the right call. And Mistim's going to get 1. Slowy's going to get another, and the Pixie's going to get taken down by Slowy for the map. 42 rounds of CS later, ATK win 22-20. My word, Matt.
Yeah.
What just happened?
What a crazy opening map to the series between ATK and Energy on ATK's map pick as well. Energy, they went up 11-4. Then ATK, they brought it back into overtime after they were down 13-15. They pick up the 2 rounds to force OT. Energy look more convincing in overtime, actually. It seems like, again, they're going to be able to close the map up. But ATK, they keep on persisting. They keep on fighting. And they end up eventually getting the job done. And that's what I said, Reese. If Energy don't close this out, ATK will punish them. They will eventually find their footing and end up winning the map, and that's exactly what's transpired. We're going to Nuke with ATK ahead 1-0.
But a barely 1-0, which I don't think anybody would have called at the start of this. I was expecting like a 16-10 ATK. The fact that Energy did take it that far, they are obviously going to be kicking themselves slightly for not closing out the map. They had more opportunities to do so. But the fact that they got that far against ATK, it's got to feel good for them being a freshly redeveloped kind of lineup. But before we get into Nuke, and before
let's
we
give the people what they want.
Let's do the roll, Matt. Production.
Let's do the roll. Go ahead.
Do your thing.
Do your thing. Let's get that name out there. Let's see who is going to be the receiver of the 250 Rand Steam voucher. Legendary Monster. Congratulations. You will be taking home that 250 Rand Steam voucher courtesy of Evesports. And you're free to use that how you like. I'll send you an invite because whatever, maybe we can get something going there, buy us both a game. Yeah, I'm sure you're going to have a lot more friends as well. But congratulations. Thank you for entering the giveaway and supporting the stream. Reese, do we have another giveaway coming up later, or is that just the one for the evening?
No, I think that's the one for the evening. We'll have 2 more for the next game, which will be between GG and
DNMK. That's on Thursday.
DNMK, there we go.
Yeah, that's it.
So,
okay.
We will have 2 on that stream, but that is the giveaway for today. But don't go anywhere, because after the short break, which we will be taking now, we will be coming back with Nuke.
That's it, exactly, Reese. I mean, can you imagine how entertaining Nuke is going to be as well, based off of what we just saw on Mirage? So as Reese says, guys, you have every reason to be coming back to the stream after this break. Take a short one, and we'll see you guys in about 5 minutes. What's up, everybody? Welcome to this Evesports EGL 1 2020 main event upper bracket matchup between Energy Esports and ATK Arena. We just came off the back of a scintillating first map where ATK eventually closed it out 22-20, not without Energy having a number of map points and a number of opportunities to close the map pick out, or ATK's map pick out, rather. They weren't able to get the job done. ATK eventually got their groove, found their footing, closed it out in the second set of overtime. So they take the 1-0 lead going into Nuke, which is Energy's map pick, but don't let that deceive you because ATK are also absolute beasts on this map.
Yeah, 42 rounds of CS, man, later.
Yeah.
Wow. What a first map. I think Energy, even though they lost, they can really pat themselves in the back on the after that one. But the power of the Rice was too much. The Fady man came in. I can call him Rice because I'm a Rice myself. So the Fady man came in. Of course, I've been called Rice my entire life in South Africa, man. I've got liberties with it. Okay.
Yeah.
And dude, they pull it out, man. And honestly, everybody on ATK sort of rose to the occasion in those rounds where they needed to. Did manage to clutch it out on their first map point after, like you said, 3 going the way of Energy.
Yeah.
Them just really not able to carry it over the line. They just sort of pushed into touch at every opportunity that ATK had to do it. They managed to keep that train going up the hill and turn it into the first map. And like you say on Nuke, they've actually got, I think, somewhat of an advantage here, especially starting on CT, because they did the majority of their comebacks on CT. They are aware a lot of how Energy is going to be, or actually, they are on CT, right? Sorry, I'm
ATK will start on CT because this is Energy's map pick.
Yeah, they did pick CT.
You're on the money. You're on the money, Reese. You're correct. Don't worry.
I'm there. Okay, Laka. Great. Good to know. But yeah, I just give them the advantage going into that with having clutched it out, with them having played the majority of their later rounds. And I mean, Energy started off with a 9-1, okay, on that map on their CT side, with ATK pushing into them. And like I say, I feel like it was that result was hinged on 2 things. One of it being ATK feeling out Energy and seeing what they will do and coming to understand their opponent a little bit better, and also underestimating them slightly. And I think going into this map, we are going to see a lot more respect from ATK. And a lot of those foolhardy plays that they did try, those throwing cautions to the winds and holding W, I don't think we're going to see quite as much of that, just because of the general lack of success that it did present on Mirage, being a bit more of a puggy dust 3 map, all things considered. Energy was solid, man. There was very little wrong with their play. They didn't overextend. They didn't give a lot away, and were capitalizing on all of ATK's mistakes. So I feel like, even though I feel like Energy shoulda, woulda, coulda on the win for sure, but they was that close, and pushing a team like ATK with a quality like ATK to the brink like that is really good going for them.
Yeah, I mean, who would have even expected it, for Energy to have pushed ATK that much, let alone to have had 3 map points on Mirage, ATK's map pick. So they certainly did themselves justice. But now we shift into Nuke, and this is an interesting one for a number of reasons. So Energy have this playstyle where they like to, play to their strengths, where they've got these individuals who are, tons of fragging power behind them. They like to take fights. They like to have that puggy approach every now and again, just everybody making their own decisions within a group and within a structure, but everybody's got a bit of license to make some plays. You come into Nuke, it's a far more structured map, far more systematic. You can't just sort of make these individualistic plays and expect to get across the line. The CTs can punish you very easily if you don't have the support that you need. So this is going to be a tough one for Energy, especially considering, as you said, ATK are starting on the CT side. Slow is an absolute beast outside. It's just the defense is super sound for ATK. In fact, Nuke was their first map that they really made a home pick. In fact, they were so good at the map, they stopped picking it against teams because they wanted to build up their map pool on other maps as well. So Nuke has sort of just shifted into like a home map for them that they just always keep there. And now Energy's picked it as actually like playing into ATK's strengths, right? Having said that, throughout the past iterations of Energy, we've seen them be very convincing on Nuke as well. So they have every opportunity here to be competitive once again, but I do expect ATK to close this out 2-0. Let's see though what happens. I mean, if Energy bring that same firepower we saw on Mirage, there's still maybe a hope here for them to take this to a third map. I mean, they picked Nuke, so that must have been for a reason, right?
Definitely. Maybe who knows? Maybe Energy's been counter-strating them to the nth degree, and we might see that come into play here. And you've kind of got to say, even if they win, though, it might be for naught because the third map is Dust 2, and then it's Dust 2. I mean, it's the most well-known map in the history of Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
The B doors change, as we were discussing in the last cast, is pretty much the biggest change that's happened to the map ever. It's like all new Dust 2, but it just looked better. And that was actually quite a major change to reverse the direction of those B doors. But beyond that, it's pretty much still played in the same way. It actually, if anything, I quite like that change because it did make B a lot more friendly on the retake than it was before. It was actually a massive nightmare of a bomb site to get into, even with 3 entry points. It just felt so choked. Every time you'd walk through there, it was like you were just throwing your life away. So
here we go.
They kind of need to Energy, even if they do win this, they need to do it in emphatic fashion, is the bullet point of my presentation. But as you said, here we go into the pistol round. It is going to be ATK on the CT side and Energy on the T side. They start off with a nade, a flash, and a smoke to Energy, and then we just have a kit and a smoke over on Doru. The rest of them opting to go for the armor buys, and here comes the push into the ramp area, and he goes in backwards, hoping for the smoke to help him. Fady just destroyed them completely, pick them apart in the opening round. PND's going to be running in here. Can he get Blaze on the trade? No, he can't. He's trying to get himself in towards the bomb, but he's got to do a 1v5, and all of them are set up in firing angles, and there's a man coming in from behind, and Mistim is going to be the one who then collects that scalp.
Yeah.
So they get a nice opening round, do they?
Yeah, I mean, that could be considered as quite a statement from ATK's perspective. All 5 clean headshots, stylishly rather, shutting down that aggressive attack from Energy, just charging through ramp with 4 players, looking to overwhelm the ramp defender. But little did they know, there were actually 3 players ready and waiting on ramp. Fady didn't even have to do anything in that position. Or, excuse me, I don't know who it was, maybe Blaze, but anyway, it was a clean defense from ATK. And we're going to see a deco coming through from Energy, but I think that ATK are going to be feeling a lot better now after that first map has been closed out. They're on Nuke, which is their bread and butter. They get that pistol round with ease, and it's probably just allowed them to settle into the occasion now. But let's not write Energy off just yet. Early days, and these Desert Eagles are doing damage. ATK just keep giving them chances. They keep taking the fights, and they keep getting taken down and punished. Doru trying to get some information here as to exactly what's going on, but he needs to be careful because PND is still in the area right now, and he's going to get caught with a nade in his hand. Doru doesn't have any HP to work with, and he's in no man's land right now. Blaze desperately trying to get in position to try and help him out. PND is going to catch that grenade, but somehow Energy have been able to engineer this 2 versus 5 into a 2 versus 2. Finally, still going the way of ATK, but it's not over just yet. Wipeout continues to do damage with the Desert Eagle. Doru, though, with the distance, will be able to get the kill. However, that is a massive round from Energy. It was a mere eco, okay, and they get all those kills. Oh no, Energy, why aren't you buying? Oh, I would so love to see Energy going for the buy up in this round. Yes, they don't have enough to go for the full buy, but when you look at how much economic damage they inflicted in the previous round, they are able to reset ATK if they win it. They go for the passive option, they go for the long game, but I would have liked to have seen the aggression and the intent early on here.
I'm just still stunned by everything Wipeout did in that round. It was ridiculously well pulled off from him. All those digs. He hit 2 6 shots to start it off. PMD chimes in with one of his own, and they almost turned it into a round. But look at Mistim. As I'm speaking about this, he comes out of secret. Already they're countering their movements. Wipeout again with the deagle, relentless. Manages to get 1, but that's all she wrote for that round. And a much cleaner one from ATK. They're going to be liking that a lot more. There is going to be a full buy opportunity with all the bells and whistles for Energy. But man, that second round was so touch and go. Wipeout
I know.
just monstrous performance, man.
And that's why I wanted to see them go for that gun round in the third. They've opted to wait. They've now got full AKs. They've got full util. They got everything they could hope for in their bag right now. ATK, they got some money in the bank as well, so they're going to have enough to maybe muster up a buy if they lose this. I mean, they only get $1,400 if they lose, so it's still going to be touch and go, as there's a frag trade and 1-for-1. What do Energy do? I'm really keen to actually watch this T side and see how they approach it, because with the additions of Wipeout and Flexi, they've been a very loose team, a very fluid team, happy to take fights, happy to rely on the individuals to be successful. Wipeout, he gets a nice shot there, but job's still to be done here on the safe bomb side. Doru swings out way too wide, exposing himself completely. It's now just slowly left in the clutch. A 1 versus 2. He knows exactly where the 2 remaining players are, though. He wants to try and get in position. He's done a decent amount of damage to Wipeout. He's found all 4 kills in this round, by the way. And look at Slowy. The perfect position, the perfect read, the perfect movement. He shifts his way through the hut. There's no ways that Energy anticipate this play right now. He has a chance to make this 1 versus 2 work, but does he hard clear his left corner? He's going to be spotting Destroyed up. He sees the but Destroyed, he has the presence of mind to pivot. He lands the instant headshot. I saw the dream there for Slowy. The lineup was real, but he wasn't able to land that instantaneous headshot. Oh man, what a crazy round. ATK not enough to buy up, but Energy get on the board with their first full gun round.
Wipeout may have been asleep towards the end of the last map, but he has definitely woken up. He's gone and probably had a line of coffee straight to the brain, and the caffeine is hitting, man, because he's hitting everything. And he just destroys them once again. Slowly does a huge effort here, though. Even on 5 HP, he manages to pick up another one. He's going to get mollied off, and he's actually going to get shot to get taken down. But they get into a decent position and missed him. Manages to pick up one outside. And get the second one.
How big are your balls? He picks up the AK, he just wide swings, and he takes a fight with Flexi, who has armor and an AK. But Muslim doesn't care. Finds the kill. It's now a 1 versus 1. Mango, tasked with getting this round across the line for his team. This was just a mere eco for ATK to start off with. How does Muslim read this right now? Surely he doesn't go down ramp into the B-bomb side. That would just be the biggest brain play ever. Mango, seems like he's actually going to be wrapping around and going up hell into heaven. And Muslim has made his way into this B-bomb side. Unfortunately for him, I thought it was the right read, but turns out Mango had other plans.
Well, let's see. Maybe he follows him down ramp, in which case it's the 400 IQ play of the day, definitely.
He's going up the ladder to the A side, surely. Surely from here he's committing to A. And Mango's so scared right now, Reese. He is so concerned. He has no idea where Muslim is.
He goes ramp.
Oh, he's going ramp. He is going ramp. Muslim is a shark waiting. Okay, no, it's a fake. He's faking. Throws the fat flash. He's trying to bait. Surely Muslim reads that as the bait, because why would you just throw a flash and give your position away in these sort of situations? Mango drops onto the A side. The jig is up. Muslim now knows exactly what's going on. Problem is, Muslim doesn't have a kit. He doesn't have armor. So he doesn't have time on his side right now. And Mango is able to get off the bomb site scot-free. So he's able to get back into a decent post-plant position. The problem is the bomb's not planted for him. And Muslim, he doesn't want to give any information away, right? So that's why he's had to take all this time to get into the site. But he can't find Mango. Drops onto the bomb. He's going to be sticking it. Yeah, Molly comes through, means he doesn't have a choice. Oh, Muslim does get the kill, but there's no time. Nah, there's no time. He realizes it, but still, what an insane round from Muslim. In the 1 versus 3, he gets all 3 kills, inflicting a huge amount of economic damage, and he saves an AK going into the next round. This is priming ATK to pull ahead, because if they win the next gun round, there's no money in the bank for Energy, and it sets them up very nicely on the CT side.
Yeah, and they've still got double loss bonus leading into that, which is great for their economic situation. Slowly zeroes his money out as they do buy up, and Fady is going to have some cash in the bank. No, he's also going to zero out. So it's just Muslim with some cash in the bank. So he'll be probably dropping P250s if things don't quite go to plan. But it's basically a zero-sum game for both teams. Whoever wins this round probably wins the next one.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what the situation is set up for right now. Big round, economically speaking. Slowy has the AWP watching the cross, but he... Oh my god! Slowy, you dirty animal. Oh my word! I hope that was caught on stream. It was just like he just with a hope and a prayer rattles off a shot and takes Panda down. And missed him still hanging around here with the AK. I like this decision to bring the rifle to this part of the map, especially the AK, because you just have that one tap potential. You can contest the AKs of the T side. Energy have been able to at least get themselves down into the B bomb site. Doru is in the vicinity right now. Destroyed walking to his crosshair, but Destroyed, he still wins that gunfight. That means that the B bomb site's now been completely opened up. Although no, actually it hasn't. I lie. Fady's here as well. The minimap doth deceive me. And now it's a 4 versus 4. Energy taking their time to make this work. Are they going to be committing to A? Or this B bomb site rather? Seems like they might even want to go up the vent into the A side. It all depends on whether Wipeout can get this kill or not. In the meantime, Fady has taken down Destroyed. And that leaves Mango between a rock and a hard place. And the walls are closing in on him right now. 1 versus 4 clutch. And he gives his position away as soon as he opens this door. Does spot Fady out in the open. He's going to be catching him in transition. So this is a bomb plant at the bare minimum. Mango with an opportunity to find a clutch of his own right now. And he's going to be hearing Blaze. Of course, Blaze is going to be waiting for his teammates. He knows he doesn't need to try and make this hero play by himself. They're allowing Muslim to get into position as well. Slowly clearing out the angles. And Mango's going to be spotting him. He does leg him. Mango takes some Blazes. But Slowy in the 11th hour comes through and saves his team. He wants to make sure that it is known that he is the superior. No ammo in the second AK. But, yeah, what a close round there from Mango. I mean, was that a 1v3, I believe? Or did it start out as a 1v4? I can't remember. Anyway, big round.
Yeah, started out as a 1v4. He converts 3 kills, gets a plant, good damage, good economic setup for his team. They are accumulating loss bonus, and it's actually not started badly for them. To go 4-2 in 6 rounds, it's actually pretty damn good. If they can 10-5 in the half, and they win pistol, it's 10-7 and there's nothing in it again. So ATK with honestly a little bit of ground to make up here. They kind of want to keep them on 3 or 4 rounds at the max.
The map's not as CT sided as it used to be. Like there is more room for maneuver on the T side in the modern era. So I totally see where you're coming from. It used to be like that 12-3 halftime scoreline and you would be happy. But ATK, I'd say that if Energy get more than 5, even 6 rounds, then ATK will not be happy with this half. And we've seen Energy, they've been doing damage, Reese, when they've got their guns in their hands. They've shown they've been a force to be reckoned with. Unfortunately, Energy aren't finding any kills in this round, although they would have loved to have found a couple kills because ATK's economy is in turmoil right now. But courtesy of keeping all 5 players alive, it has given it a bit more sustenance.
Dory just routinely clearing hut. Gets himself 3k for his troubles.
Yeah.
On the funness as well, which is nice. Good cash in the bank. They're going to keep the ump, which is not the most ideal. It used to be the $1,200 rifle, but it's not what it used to be. Thank goodness. Thank you, Gabe, for balancing that out because it was ridiculous. And Energy found themselves outside. What is Muslim there? Oh, he's in a perfect position. Right here for a straight down, but he's going to get taken down before he can get any real damage in. And they do progress through into Secret Dory with all the information in the world. And actually close to the angle.
He's going to get taken down from Marshmallow. The Silo player spotted him out, but he's still going to find the frag on Mango. Upgrades for the M4, but he gets caught with a nade in his hand. Didn't anticipate Wipeout to try and trade frag so aggressively. Energy Esports net themselves a 1-man advantage. Plenty time left on the clock as well. They don't have to force the issue here. I want to see them just regather, regroup, reassess the situation. Maybe go back up secret stairs and evaluate the A-bomb site. Because right now, all 4 players are clustered on top of each other, so they don't really have much... Like, they have map control, but the map control's not a clear path onto the bomb site. So I really like to see how they've changed the setup right now. Going back up the stairs into the yard and exploring their alternative options. Wipeout clearing out the angles. Fady might get caught off guard at the time. He might be against him as he gets in position, waiting and ready. Flexy's going to be peeking on top of the railing. Slowy finds one, but he needs to be careful, does Fady, as he gets taken down from mouth. And Destroyed finds the second. Nice round here from Energy. Very well worked. Realizing they still had other options available and taking full advantage. Oh, Destroyed sends Blaze into another dimension altogether.
And that's a vicious clapback from them. Wipeout carrying his team quite steadily. He has slowly doing a concerted effort on the CT side. Missed him backing him up. Fady with a little bit of a slower start than usual, but not the end of the world. He does have a 100% headshot ratio, which is quite nice, quite fancy. Definitely helping him out. But P&D with a 1 in 80. Look, he is the RGL, but they would obviously like him to be trading and fragging.
Yeah.
But 5-3 already in 8 rounds. This is really good going from Energy, and I actually don't mind that they're only punctuating with 2 rounds at a time in amongst the CTs half right now and their round wins, just for the simple fact that they are upsetting the economic situation quite steadily. And because of that, even with a 5-3 going into this round, the CTs have very little util to work with.
Yeah, exactly, Reese. It's going to be very tough for ATK to try and navigate this round. They need to find the frags because, as you say, they have a huge lack of util. Slowy, you're not going to just push straight through this, surely? Oh my god. Okay. I get that you like to play aggressively, but that was just massive balls, not so much brain.
No pop flash.
Doru still in position to keep some control here, so maybe that was the thought process, that even if he does die, he still has a second line of defense to rely on. But Doru's going to be giving his position away with that flashbang, and now he's mollied out. Wipeout takes his head clean off, missed him though. With the trigger discipline, will be taking down P&D, but he's not at all going to be expecting Flexi to be coming from heaven. And Energy have got so many options available right now. They got control of the A side, they got destroyed in the B bomb side, and this T side is looking sexy right now from Energy. Consistently throwing those outside smokes and going into secret, making ATK sweat and have very little information as to what's going on. And now we see the tactical timeout from ATK.
And this is definitely why Energy picked this map. They're showing us exactly why they picked this map with this tactical prowess of theirs. Just being so good. Like mid-round calls, P&D is super on point. He might only be 1 for 9 on the scoreboard, but his mid-round calls and impact has turned this into a 5v4 with another nice 2 in a row, a much better 2 in a row than they got last time, because 3 players are making it through the round both times. So they get some good economic footing. There's nothing with ATK on their side. They are actually practically being forced into a double save here, just because they don't have the loss bonus to back it up.
Yeah, absolutely, Reese. They only get $2,400 if they lose this round. I say only. I could do some cool things with $2,400, but it's not enough to buy weapons.
Not in CS, yeah.
We see the wall of smokes again. Interesting alternative wall of smokes they've been using here. Just instead of throwing the deep sea smokes, they still throw the traditional cross smokes. But instead of throwing the third smoke at the red container, they throw it a bit deeper than that, so they give themselves more room to work with. And this is a round that ATK have no business in winning, Reese. They've invested a total of $300. Just a P250. And a dream, perhaps. Mango, he's going to be their nightmare.
Ooh, ×2. He's going to just run Archer, and there is Blaze in position. There's one man behind the silo, and he's just literally going to ignore him and hope that his teammates do pick him up, which P&D does. And now there's just poor Blaze in the middle of no man's land as he faces a firing squad, and from all sides. Usually they're all in front of you, but this time they were all around him. And Doru is going to be pushing in, but Wipeout is just too sharp right now. 13-7. He pushes his score to doing significant damage. I mean, the dude just suddenly turned up. He's
really burst into this Energy team. I thought it would take him a while to find his footing and gain his confidence, but he's hit the ground running, and he is having a very high impact, especially in the fragging department in this Energy team. Scores a level 5-5. ATK enough to muster up the M4s. Not much util. Only 1 kit, no AWP. It's not ideal, but it is enough. And Flexi's been found out in the back of the squeaky room. Doru desperately wants to find this kill, and he will. Energy, they want to try and turn the bonus down. They want to get aggressive into the safe bomb site. They found one. Blaze is able to trade it, but the job's not done just yet. In fact, it is. Great transfer there from Blaze as he finds that all-important second kill. And that means ATK will find their 6th. That all-important round goes their way. That could have, if Energy win that round, the half could start to spiral out of control from that point. But ATK, they keep themselves in the hunt.
Slowy missed him with a concerted effort to keep that hunt alive. 14 for 6, 12 for 7. The teammates struggling just a little bit. Fady on a 3 for 7, being one of their better players. You You need more out of him in this situation. But Energy, alternatively, when they do get kills, they are converting really well. And they find themselves on the after the 6-5.
Mistim's dead. There we go. That's the problem with that position. If you don't have a smoke, you've got literally no way to get out of it if you've been spotted. And he's been using it quite a few times throughout this half, so Energy are wise to it. First blood goes the way of Energy, and we've seen how well they've worked these rounds in which they found the opening kill, right? Slowy, the key in this round right now for ATK, he's got 3 T players about to make their way forward. He's able to avoid the flashbang. He needs to find a shot and then fade away. And Wipeout, gonna be the first. How is that just a leg shot? He can't see anything more than his shoulders and above. Oh, I'm gonna be a little bit frustrated if I'm Slowy, that's for sure.
I think it clipped the stair.
Might have just clipped the edge of the stair, fair enough. Energy going to be persisting with this B-bomb site. Blaze finds one just before the smoke blooms. Very important kill, but still Energy who are on the drive to see Doru with the elongated spray will eventually be able to control the fire hose and find the frag. Meaning it's been brought back into the 3 versus 3. Quite a bit of damage has been dealt to 2 of the ATK players though. Fady playing on the edge of that smoke as it does fade out. And now he's looking to fade into the bomb site. But he gets caught off. He doesn't anticipate Mango to be on the angle that he is. And now it's just Doru left. And he wants to pick up the AWP. But he ends up being just caught with the knife in his hand. And ATK can't find any consistency on the CT side. It's all been Energy in the past couple rounds. They've picked up 4 of the past 5. Got a heap of momentum behind them right now, Reese.
Yeah, man. 6-6 already? Like, for sure, there is a lot more space. You know, being able to smoke outside with the skybox open, I think, is a really good change for Nuke, and it gives T's another option of attack that they can actually convert into B or A from that position, whether they go through mouth or through secret.
Yeah,
but
sure.
I still, you know, that should be your strongest area with Slowy being the man in that position. It is very hard to fight through those smoke lines that they have been putting up, and they've often been on the aft of not having the best buy and the best utility setups to be able to counter those pushes.
Yes.
But really good work from Energy, all things considered. They've been setting up really good plays, really good post-plant positions, and they're not giving anything away. They're fighting tooth and nail for every inch, and it's starting to turn into a mile here, Matt.
Yeah, absolutely. Energy are doing a great job on this T side right now. And I actually want to... Ooh, maybe I should... Okay, that's the bomb now. This is a nice lobby crunch coming through from ATK. Oh, they don't have the bomb, excuse me. It's actually still in control of Energy. Missed him with the AK, has a job to do, but he can't land the instantaneous headshot. Look at Slowy, though. He's got the backstab coming through. The bomb is actually coming through the back lines as well. If Slowy gets the audio cues, he's going to be able to deny it, but he might get caught off guard as well. He's got his crosshair trained, and he does take down Flexi. He can't find the follow-up shot, though. But still keeping ATK alive and kicking in this round with those kills. Blaze also sitting in the corner of the catwalk here. This is a fiendish position. It can often be good for 1 kill. Leaves you in a very tradable position, but he just needs to find 1 frag. And Energy might be considering their options of going into the A bomb site, but Doru's still here ready and waiting. And ATK have somehow been able to engineer a way and to make this a round in which they can win. And now Doru gives his position away. And I think with those audio cues, maybe Wipeout's going to be realizing the A site's completely open. I'm not sure. Not going to make much of a difference now. Blaze gets caught out. Doru picks up the AK. Might be able to catch up Wipeout. No, he doesn't find the timing. He does come through, though. They close the doors behind them. Not born in a barn are these Energy lads. And the plant's going to be coming through. He's going to open up the door. He tries to find the timing. But both of these Energy players have dispersed off of the bomb site and gotten themselves into some decent post-plant positions. How on earth does Doru make this one work? They know exactly where he is. They're tracking all his movements right now. He doesn't have armor. Did spot the head there of Mango, trying to bait him out by wrapping up the shots. He wants to try and imitate as if he's taking a fight with Mango's teammate and then just force him into the open. Doru edging further and further out. He's going to be exposing himself, and that was played to perfection by Energy. However, they did incur a lot of economic damage in the process, Reese.
Look, they're still very cash flush, all things considered. Even with a full barb, they're going to have an average of about 4K left over in the bank, and they've got to feel like they're in the driver's seat right now on this map. Comparatively, look, their start on the last map was also very, very good, and the doors were opened up later for ATK to make a comeback, and it seems like they're going to be put in the exact same position, and it's just a question of is ATK's consistency going to be enough? But look at this push through mid. But here's missed him on the angle. He's going to be able to get one. Flexi and P&D, though, over towards... Where was that?
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
That was towards Squeaky, I believe. And it's all flourished in this round for Energy, as ATK are floundering. Wipeout does get taken down here for sure, but it's still a 2 versus 3, and you can see Fady with the desperation spray, hoping to connect on something through the smoke. ATK have no chance of winning this, and they recognize they have to save these rifles and take them into the next round. This has been a fantastic T-side from Energy. Making it work. Keeping things very simple as well. I don't even think they've gone ramp once throughout this entire half. Keeping their presence outside, keeping the numbers, consistently throwing the smokes, not giving ATK any information that's going on, throwing in the quick A hits every now and again, bursting onto the bomb site, making themselves very difficult to read. And Energy showing they've got the fight and they have what it takes to be competitive here on Nuke as well.
And they take the lead by 2 rounds as we go to the end of the half. So they've got the lead coming out of the half. They've got more than enough money to buy whatever they need. And alternatively, on the other side, ATK is quite cash strapped. They're going to have a bit of a messy buy with an MP9 and a FAMAS, which isn't going to be ideal. They do have an AK, which does help out a lot, especially against entries. It seems like we've got another reset there quickly as P&D's PC just doesn't want to play ball.
I bet it's Flexi.
It's Flexi, actually.
I man, this guy, if you're casting a best of 3 with Flexi, best believe you're gonna have to at least have one technical timeout, because his internet is as stable as Venezuela's economy.
Wow. Did I have to go to that extreme?
I mean, I was waiting for my brain to feed me some other sort of reference, but that was the first one that came to mind. So my humblest apologies. Flexi is back, though. He has reconnected. So fortunately, it's not going to be taking too long to get him back in the server. And also on top of that, fortunately, it wasn't a crucial situation, right? It's not like a 1 versus 1 with a really important round on the line, and then he times out. So all's well and ends well.
Your analogy was good. It was, I mean, the Flexi's internet have to go to that extreme.
I see what you mean. Okay.
Because, my word, that sounds horrific. But here we go. Last round of the half. ATK doing the normal spread out shenanigans, and Energy putting themselves in a good default. Good smokes outside. Slowly, though, snake in the grass here could get it. If he can get 2 here, and even if he gets traded out after the fact, that'll be fantastic. He does manage to get 1, but
nice trade.
It's a straight trade, which actually favors Energy, all things considered. CT is just that much more thinly spread, and they don't have the equipment necessary. It might be enough. We'll have to see if it is. Mistim's going to open up with 1 on the outside. Mango gets taken down, which does bode well for them, but it's quite pushed up into the secret area of Energy. And Flexi with a late outside push does get himself 1 and missed him. But Fady gets 1 on P&D, and this should be the round. It has been the man of the moment Wipeout. He's been winning a lot of these aim duels, and he wins another one there. He's got 2 more to find, though. Doru's 1 on the ramp, and he sort of maybe knows. No, he doesn't. He pulls out his knife. Doru pulls out from the cover position and takes him down. So 8-7.
Yeah.
Still good half for Energy, all things considered.
Amazing
momentum towards the end there. 6 out of the last 8 rounds, man.
Yeah, that was a massive half coming out of Energy, showing that they can still take this puggy style and this. Not that it's like every time they play on the T side it's going to be a puggy style, but just they've got. The structure is not like their first and foremost thing you think of when you look at these names, but they still have what it takes to be competitive on the T side. Let's see if they've got their rotations and their communications under wraps as well, because that's what comes into vital conversation when you consider the CT side of this map. Missed him with the P250 and some util going outside by himself. Risky business, considering he's got the flash and the smoke, so it's integral that he stays alive here. And it's ATK who get control, they get in position, and then they just post. Hold the angles and wait for an opportunity. Wait for the opportunity to make the move. It's going to be Mistim throwing a bit of bait util, if I'm not mistaken, smoking off mouth and flashing deep CT. He wants to look for a fight here with this P250. And he's going to be spotting out a player towards heaven. He knows there's a player in mount, so he's getting him some vital info and taking a lot of heat off the rest of the map. This is where his team needs to come into the equation. They need to activate now, and that's exactly what they do. They take down Destroyed. Mistim's done a phenomenal job with this P250. Just the mere presence he's had alone has what's allowed ATK to get to where they are right now. Trying to find this B bomb site, trying to take control. There are two players here towards a single door. Wipeout finds the first kill, leveling things out and actually stemming this flow right now. ATK haven't been able to secure the plants, and look at NG's position. 4 of these players are around the bomb site right now, ready and waiting to pounce. Are they even going to be waiting for the bomb plant to come through? They might be second-guessing themselves here. Missed him with a nice shot. Will be solidifying ATK's control in the round, but as I say that, Wipeout finds another one of his own. ATK struggling right now to find these kills, but Slowy in position. He's going to have the timing as he comes around the corner. 2-tap is all it takes to take down 2 players. And now it's Flexi left in the clutch. And he lands 2 crazy headshots. He's left in the 1v1. 15 HP for Mistim. 7 doors. No, 20 HP for Flexi. And he lands the shot. Mistim just wanted to close the doors. And he gets punished by Flexi, who lands the 1 versus 3. What did we just witness? Oh my god. It all falls apart for ATK.
They've just got a little overzealous at ATK. Push in, underestimate Flexi. He's like, cool, if you want to give me free frags, I'll take it. P2K in hand. I actually quite like the P2K pickup on some of the CTs. It just gives you that much more spammability. And he manages to convert around. But now, ATK posturing for an A hit. And they are going to come out of the hut. All in a train. But they're just going to get destroyed by Flexi as he picks up 3 and he gets himself a 4th. And that's a really nice clean round from them. Nobody took even a point of damage.
Yeah, that's going to bode really well for their economy. They got a bonus round now. ATK with a must-win round coming up here, Reese. Because if they can't win with 5 AKs full util, how against the buy that we see on display right now for Energy, how on earth are ATK going to be winning when they go up against full rifles and an AWP? So this is a big round right now. Scout for PND, 2 MP9s of FAMAS. It's a mix and a match right now, but Energy, they find themselves in that bonus round position. If they lose this, they'll buy up in the next round regardless. Or, I don't know, their economy is going to be a bit iffy. $1,400 when you lose. And look at this outside aggression right now. My god, ATK throwing caution to the wind and just surging their way through outside into the safe site. And it's just Destroyed left. They know exactly where he is as well. Small price to pay to give up 1 player to get the info of where the remaining CT is. And ATK have done the job necessary, done the job required of them. Not a fan of what Destroyed just did, by the way. Look at the team's economy.
Yeah.
If they buy up here, I'm even more upset about what he just did. Because it means that that rifle would have been very much used to them. But they're going to save, so it's not the end of the world. I wonder what sort of a T-start we're going to be seeing out of ATK here, Reese. Are they just going to be continuing that type of, aggressive, get in your face, look to try and just shut you down? Or are we going to be seeing them going back to their slow, methodical playstyle? A nice double nade there. Does some multiple damage to both Mistim and Blaze. And P&D, he follows up that damage with the Deagle. That HE damage, that HE nade damage, rather, does enough to enable the Desert Eagle.
Oh, and Doru spotting just the pixel of a leg on PND does equalize things, but still, like you say, good nade damage. Blaze is also quite low. And look at Flexi with the swag 7. Jumps on top of Fady as he's coming out of Squeaky and puts him down. And now they find themselves in a 3v4 on an eco. Mango manages to scalp an AK out of the midst of things, and he's one of those players that you really wanted on. He's currently, well, not top fragging, but he is second on the board just behind Wipeout, but he's had quite a lot of impact so far, and now they actually take advantage in this round. There is plenty of util for ATK, and they're going to push into mouth, deciding that the A bomb site is the best place to go, but that's exactly where the guns are. Doru takes a huge amount of damage. Blaze is also quite low, and this
shot Doru.
Oh, Doru,
wow,
with a 6 shot onto Flexi, manages to restore some normality here. Wipeout missing, and characteristically does still manage to get the kill. Slowly in the interim did get one into Destroyed, which means that Wipeout is now in a 1-on-2. But both of these players super low, and he's got himself an AK. So if he can, which he will, throw a really good molly over here, which is going to force Doru out from the pillar position. No, not quite enough. He didn't throw it deep enough to be able to force him out there. And Blaze and Doru on the exact same angle. Wipeout going vertical, gets 1. Now it's just Doru left in a 1-on-1 versus Wipeout. He's got 20 HP. He's got Fusadori's going to get a sick repeat onto him. Wow,
what a big round.
Just pulled out a huge round for his teammate.
Yeah, what a massive quad kill from him in the anti-eco. It was looking dire for ATK at one stage in that round, but courtesy of the heroics Doru puts on display, they get across the line regardless. But again, a chunk of damage done to ATK's economy. A round in which should have been fairly easy for them. They lose 4 players. Energy have a buy-up of their own here. Not the best by no Orb, 2 Famises, and look at this rush from ATK, just charging through the speaker going to the A bomb side. Wipeout welcomes them, but he gets traded out immediately. And ATK, looking to just flex on Energy right now, saying, let's just remind you who's the better team right now. We're not afraid. We're not afraid to run straight in. Even though it's a full gun round, we're going to be getting in your faces. Seems like Energy want to have a potential crack at this retake. Still 2 smokes available for ATK to just continue to shut out these choke points. And it's Energy who are probably starting to consider the save, and that's exactly what they're going to be doing. Destroyed gives his position away. Should be taken down here, and he is. What a round from ATK. What a statement from ATK. But the job's not done just yet, Reese. That's for freaking sure.
If Donny pulls them level, they will actually take some economic gains into the next round, which is the very good news for them. Even though they draw level, they do have an advantage there. So technically ahead right now are ATK. Energy managing to save 2 weapons. Destroyed with a little bit of a slow start here is definitely hurting Energy. He needs to just step it up just a little bit, and PND as well, 6 for 15. The only player on ATK that's not really coming to the party is Fady. So you got 2 compared to 1. All being said, it is 10-10, and quite I'd say convincing, since the buy have been ATK. They've only gone down to 1 player once in the last few rounds, and there's a boost of position from PND, but he gets taken out early by Slow. He just goes onto the top of Mushroom.
Yeah. Now that we nice Wipeout. I was just going to say, now we have a bit of an eco round. I want to talk about Wipeout, because when you look at this Energy team, he's actually the last player that you expect to be topping the fragging chart. Not because he's not capable, but just because he's the least experienced out the lot. He's still got so much to learn. He hasn't really been tested at the top level yet, so we haven't really seen if he's capable of doing it against the best. Man, this guy's playing lights out right now. He's just having amazing game after game after game, just showing how actually skilled he is as an individual. Continues to have an impact, regardless of what the map or the setting or the situation or the gun he even has in his hand. So I've been very impressed by Wipeout, I must say. I did know that, like, people saw the value in him. Oh, okay. Oh, it's a TK. Doru does take down Slowy. Keeping things interesting, because both Wipeout and Mango still have rifles, and they both have armor as well. So ATK seem to be struggling quite a lot in these anti-eco rounds, Reese.
Yeah, and missed him, perhaps foolishly. Pushes out after getting that kill, thinking that was the one and done, and not realizing that there were 2 other CTs. Definitely, like, there's Energy can make them struggle regardless of what they have in their hands, which is really impressive, all things considered. I mean, you're playing against what has been statistically the best team in South Africa for the last 6 months, and here comes Flexi, and he's got nothing.
Oh, they've got it!
They get the round.
Yeah, Mango just takes the responsibility on his own shoulders, continues to have an amazing impact here in this game. And Energy win the eco round, Reese. Oh my god, ATK just can't catch a break right now. But let's not take anything away from Energy's performance. They are giving it everything they've got right now, and it's clearly enough to be competitive against ATK. They're forcing them into some iffy situations. I mean, everyone's used to coming onto the stream and watching ATK be head and shoulders above the team they're playing against. Not Energy. Not Energy, that's for freaking sure. They are on point right now, and showing they have what it takes to win maps against ATK. They have what it takes to push these series the distances. Big round here. If Energy win this, they break, or don't really break, ATK's economy, but they leave them in a very awkward situation, because only 3 players will have enough money to buy. And Destroyed with the AWP on the angle is going to be missing those all-important shots. Fady punishes him with a nice clean headshot on the drive-by. PND tries to get in the action as well. Unfortunately for him, because that molly was slightly deeper, it meant he didn't have any space or room to retreat, so he had to take the fight. He was forced to take the fight. And it leaves the team in a very tough situation. ATK realizing there's still so much time and opportunity left on the table, they don't have to make any unnecessary commitments right now. Oh no, Mango. Oh, that is sacrilege. passing up the easiest opportunity to take down Fady. He doesn't connect on the shots necessary, and that should be the round dead and buried.
And this is just such back and forth CS right now. Flexi does manage to get one onto Fady, but it's not the end of the world for ATK. It's their first loss of the round. Wipeout and Flexi have to find a 2v5, and that's not how you want to start it off, with Mr. taking his scalp as well. And Wipeout is in the right position. The bomb is coming in his general direction. He has pulled off some heroics before, but he's actually going to opt to rather go for the save, and might actually be walking into a trap here. Is there actually anybody outside? Oh, Mistim is actually making his way now out of heaven, so they are going to hit a duel over here, and nice. Mistim is going to come out on top, so he gets taken down as well. And now economic woes is the name of the game. It's only Flexi and P&D with real money.
But that's fine, Reese, because Energy have been the most consistently competitive in the rounds in which they've had the least to work with on the CT side so far. Every time we see them with the full gun round, it's like, yeah, literally, you know, if you look at the round history, the rounds that ATK have gone up in against the full gun round, they've kept 4 players alive, 4 players alive, 4 players alive. In their anti-eco rounds, they've had 1 player alive and 0 players alive. They lost their 1 anti-eco. So if I'm Energy at this point, I'm just buying Famises and Deagles every round. That's what the stats are telling me to do. Stats are everything, right?
I don't know if it's well, let me quote some dodgeball. Bold strategy, Matt, but let's see if it works out for them.
I like it. Thought you were gonna go with Cotton, but you throw your own personalized touch in there. I like it.
I think it's better than Cotton, Matt. Let's be honest.
Oh wow, that's a compliment, bro. I mean, like dodgeball it's like my hero movie, man.
Pepper Brooks was the one who made it, let's be very honest. Fady gets another one. Just going to put it into at 3-on-5, and Destroy gets one of his own. He manages to collect the AK, but Dora takes him down. The things we're looking like they might have been getting slightly interesting there for a moment, but now Flexi and Mango are left on the top bomb site with everything happening on B below them.
That's how you guys remember.
A above, B below. That's how you remember.
I do want to say, just before we completely... Oh, okay.
Both of them.
Puts them in the ground. Just before we completely lose touch of the dodgeball reference, Ben Stiller was amazing in that movie as well, by the way.
He was amazing.
Like, he's just such a good actor. He's got that specific role in each movie he plays. And it's just, he's so good at taking on that role, man. Seriously. Anyway, big important round here. So let's talk a bit about the CS, because it's a full gun round. Energy fallen behind the game for the first time in a long time. Reese, ATK have gotten their noses in front. They've got control of the economy, and Energy are reaching that point of do or die. Not there just yet, but they're approaching it at a rate of knots. And ATK looking to try and get some control outside. They're pushing through the smokes. Again, keeping up with this aggressive playstyle. They just push through. And I'm not even sure if Energy are aware of this right now. There's a player in heaven, but Doru is going to be catching him off guard. Oh, okay. Quick couple kills do go the way of the CTs, but they're still not at all the way of Doru. He's going to catch him off guard. Now he can push his way into the safe bomb site. Flexi in such an awkward position. Oh, that molly is not ideal, but I don't even know. That thing like ballooned off of the pole or the pipe. Flexi trying to cover a million angles at once here. All in the meanwhile, PND is just trying to find Doru. He's given his position away. So surely by deduction, ATK know there has to still be a player on the A bomb side. And they know where Panda is now as well after he rattles off that AWP shot. Slowly trying to work his way into the safe side. He should catch Flexi with his turn. Okay, no. But it's okay. Because Doru played that to perfection. He knew as soon as his teammate took contact, he could peer off out of heaven and find the kill necessary. Now it's PND left in the 1 versus 2. Open hand, flashbang, no kit. So time's against him. He's going to be catching Mr. Morph. No. I thought he might land that no scope from hell, but missed him. He has been a monster on this T side, Reese. I don't think he had a most amazing CT side. I can't quite remember his numbers, but he has had such a high impact on this T side.
He's been in the middle of the scoreboard for most of the map, but it's, as you say, his T side has been massively impactful. He comes right up to slow his fragging pace, and the two of them are just running away with the map, bolstered by efforts from Doru. It's just looking really good for them.
100%.
3 of them are popping off, and it's exactly what you want to see. And you've got Mango and Wipeout where they should be, but Destroyed is just struggling a little bit. Flexi is trying to push it up there, but you really want your most impactful fraggers at the top of the board, and one of them is just not showing up to the party right now, and it's hurting them quite viscerally here. In this in this half, they've only won 3 rounds out of 9.
I know. But Reese, they're on an eco, so there's hope in this round.
Oh yeah, Wipeout can do things.
Exactly. I mean, he's got a Desert Eagle, so that's pretty much all he needs. ATK, they've taken full control of outside, so they've got so much map control, so much information to play off right now, and they know they're going up against the pistols, so they don't want to give them any chance. And look at this stack right now on the A bomb side. I'm pretty sure the players are on A. It's tough to tell with the mini-map. Okay, Mango's down the vents. Outside of that, everybody's on this A bomb site right now. But ATK taking their time to figure out exactly what sort of a setup Energy are installing. They know there's no presence outside. Blaze decapitates, destroyed, but they need to realize that there is still poison in the punch. That poison is the A side stack, but they've got the anti-venom, Reese.
Mistim is just channeling like Scream. They know me for my one-taps. He's just one-tapping the world, hitting headshots on the first bullet every damn time. And it's so hard for Energy to even react with that. How do you react to that? You just can't. He peeks out, he hits you one tap. What do you even do?
Oh, Mango sees the shadow, but he loses his head. Oh man, 14-11, ATK in the driver's seat now, moments away from closing out the series 2-0. I did say on Mirage, when this map started, I thought that ATK would get across the line, but Energy made me very nervous about that prediction, considering their first half performance. They were up 8-7, and they won the first 2 rounds on the CT side as well, so they went up 10-7, but the rest has been history, Reese. ATK have won 7 of the past 8 rounds, and they are on an absolute tear right now. They've got full momentum and confidence behind them. You can just see it in their playstyle, the way they're moving around the map. They're feeling it.
Definitely. They're finding space through utility, finding space through smokes. Like, look at Mistim here, just casually strolling through mid.
Oh, no.
And he's going to make it happen. And Mango blocks him. And he doesn't realize. Or does he? Because he's going to turn on it, yeah? He saw the flash. He saw the flash.
Exactly. Going to be able to take the kill. He spots PND out of the bomb, but he can't control the spray down. Does the decent amount of damage. In the meanwhile, though, there's been plenty action going on elsewhere on the map. The A bomb side is where the party's at. Doru just trying to maintain control. Yeah, he picks a molly up off of his fallen comrade. And he's just buying time for Slowy to retrieve the bombers, make his way back into the bomb site. And he's been able to do that successfully. At least P&D waiting on the edge, Destroyed as well, waiting for an opportunity to get into the site. And the plant finally coming through now for ATK. Energy in a must-win situation right now. Lose this round, they have no money in the next, and that's ATK on match point. And this 2 versus 2 retake has to come through for Energy right now. Destroyed, giving his position away, giving away the information. This is where Panda needs to try and get into the equation, trying to make his way through the mouth. He's also given his position away now with that spray, so ATK know exactly what's going on right now. Doru destroys Destroyed, and now it's just PND left. They know where he's coming from. Surely, there's no way he wins this clutch. Slowy destroys him with the headshot. And it is 15-11. This is looking way more like the ATK we pitched up and expected to see playing this evening. But again, let's not take anything away from Energy's performance because they've been sublime tonight, Reese. And this is very exciting for their future. Let's not forget, they made these roster changes a mere like maybe a month ago, maybe a bit more than that. This is still a very new team.
Yeah, and the fact that they can toe-to-toe with statistically the best team in South Africa is just fantastic for them. But oh, Blaze, you monster. He just runs out into huts and gets first kill onto Flexi. So they start off with a 4v5 in the penultimate round here. 15-11 map point for them. Energy with their upper bracket lives on the line. They will drop into the lower bracket, and ATK get guaranteed top 3
on the
after of this. And they get taken down again. And then that's a 3v5. And make that a 2v5 as Wipeout gets his head taken off. And ATK.
Okay.
Mango and Destroy chime in for 2 kills of their own.
Okay,
make
here
it
we go.
A lot more interesting. But this top take is going to be relatively uncontested. And it's just Destroyed now in a 1-on-3. Doru's got all the information, so they know that he has to be there, and Fady spots him out.
Man.
And poor Destroyed, what does he do from here? He's got an MP9, he does have some util, and he's going to opt to flash and jump up, and Fady's waiting. And that is the round. ATK take it 16-11 here on map 2, 22-20 on the first map. Matt, what a sick bit of CS to watch, though.
I know. I feel for Energy right now, though, Reese. You got to cast your mind back to Mirage. We have to remember that they were in control of that map. They were up 11-4 at halftime scoreline on CT. They got themselves ahead on the T side eventually as well. They went up 14-10, then they went up 15-13. They had 2 map points. ATK brought it back to overtime. We then went into OT. Energy got another map point in OT number 1. Still couldn't close it out. And that's the point where you start to say, okay, now we expect ATK to finally close this game out. And that's exactly what they did on Mirage. Energy desperately needed to get across the line there. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. Coming into Nuke, though, it still seemed like they had what it took. I mean, on that T side, it was a great performance from them. They went up 8-7.
Yeah, and I mean, compared to map 1, if we just have a look at some of the statistics on that 22 for 20, actually ATK were fragging behind Energy Esports for pretty much the entire map. And only towards the end did they sort of come up and equalize. And even then, they still have overall lower scores. Destroyed and Mango with a 36 and 35, respectively. A couple of 3Ks, a bunch of 2K, 7 and 9. 2Ks from them, a 3K a piece. Only one 4K on their side from Flexi. And then equally on the other side, Slowy as well, with the biggest effort coming out on top for his team. Fady with really good play all around, 13 assists, really good ADR and stuff from him. But then as we move over onto the other side, 3 of the ATK players all getting better than 1.3 KD and able to close out this map with a bit more emphatic fashion that we are used to seeing or we're expecting from ATK. But as you say, you feel for Energy because of map 1 and everything that transpired there.
Let's not forget, though, that even though Energy were ahead going into the CT side and they picked up the pistol round, ATK are still absolute beasts on this T side, and they kept their composure. And it's cool to see that even when ATK do get tested and pushed to the limits, they still have what it takes to keep themselves in the fight and keep themselves pushing, keep their composure, keep playing their own game. Notice how they didn't actually change up their gameplay that much. They maintained their faith in their approach. They knew what they were doing was eventually going to work. They stuck to their guns, and it was the correct decision in the end. Great
definitely, man.
Great match. And how exciting for the future of South African CS as well, right? We see this recently inducted Energy roster performing at this level already. We're seeing players like Wipeout who are just reaching the top level of South African CS, putting up these sorts of numbers, having these sorts of performances against the best team in the country. Mango was lights out tonight as well, consistently having a great game. Destroyed, we saw on the first map, Mirage, how great he was. A little bit iffy on the second map, but we still saw that potential in the glimpses. PND rallied his troops so nicely. It was just a really good performance from Energy. And Flexi as well, such a clutch player, right? Just doing exactly what the team needed from him, being that rock, being that consistency, allowing his teammates to flourish around him. I'm super keen to see what this Energy team is going to be doing in the months to come.
Definitely, Matt. It's been an absolute cracking evening of CS. 42 rounds on Mirage. Who saw that coming out of nowhere? Like you say, Energy, very exciting team. Definitely an up-and-comer. And honestly, if they're doing this well, we could actually be seeing them in the finals again versus ATK. If they do what they did on Mirage to almost any other team that's still in the tournament, they just win. Like, it's so good, man. Like what they did, like everything they've done tonight has been impressive.
I'll just say straight up, Energy are actually the favorites to make it to the final from another rematch against ATK. They played against Goliath. They've beaten them 2-0 and 16-8 in their past 2 matches. And they beat DNMK as well last night. I don't even think Divo's back yet, so I'm not sure when he's returning for DNMK. Anyway, my point is, Energy should reach the final from this point still. We'll see, because you still have the likes of DNMK and Goliath. And everybody knows what those teams are capable of, so we're not going to take anything for granted. But Reese, what a great evening we've had. Thank you so much to everybody who's joined us throughout the night. It's been great to see the turnout and the support that we've had. Been great to see chat as active as it's been. And we're going to be back on Thursday again, guys. Same time, same place. Goliath Gaming versus DNMK. Another superb matchup coming up. So make sure you join us then as well. And also, if you need an extra cherry on the top to join us, we're going to be doing 2 giveaways as well. We're going to be giving away an EveTech backpack as well as a clutch mouse pad. So in case the CS wasn't enough, join for the giveaways as well.
100% sign off from me, Vibes. I'm staring right into your soul. And thank you all for joining us on this cast, as Matt has said. And we will see you on Thursday, where the boy Matt over here will be able to do some awesome giveaways. And we'll have even more great CS, definitely. I think it's going to be another cracking game. And Matt, that's me for now. Thank you all so much for watching. Back over to you for the cross out.
Couldn't agree with you more, Reese. Thursday is going to be a great game, guys. Make sure you join us. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. Stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you guys again on Thursday. Good night.